Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. What are we doing here? What's going on? Let's stop this shit. What up? What up? What's going on, guys? Hello, good morning, everybody. Oh man. Riggs, mouth. What's going on? Cooking a cooking a steak for lunch at work. Holy shit. Damn, you can cook steaks at work? That's awesome. I couldn't cook a steak at work. We don't have the ability. We don't have the needed equipment, the necessary tools. Oh man. Yeah, I'm still waiting for AD to show up. That's what's going on. But you know, the show's got to start. I'm doing it without him. If he doesn't show up, I mean, I'm doing the show whether he shows up or not. There we go. Doing the show if he shows up or not. I'm doing the stream if he shows up or not. Don't bring up Dingbat Vicious to AD, especially after he's had a few. yeah, that's what he does. I love it. All we have is microwaves. Oh. Okay, so you're nuking it. That's cool. Hey, Emperor. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Oh man, just kind of waiting for people to roll out of bed and roll into the stream. Let's fix this. Get this more centered and more like that. There we go. That's better, right? Yeah, cool. Oh man. Okay, hang on, guys. Gonna message him. Where the fuck are you? Where the fuck are you, dude? I'm actually gonna try and call him. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, I thought he was. Whoa. Hang on. I gotta take that off.
What's up, man? I'm just getting ready to click the button right now.
Okay, cool. Cool, man. I'll see you. What's that?
I literally just grabbed a beer and I had no video. I put it exactly on my desktop right now. I'm literally just about to hit the screen like right now.
Oh, okay, cool, man. All right, I'll see you in a second.
Okay.
Thanks. Oh, that guy. We got your purr to mouth. Oh, yeah. Morning, Scotty. JR, what's going on? There he is.
Man.
There he is.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. It's been kind of up and down, man. Been kind of up and down. Busy as fuck, you know. Yeah. How about you? What's been going on?
Oh man. Oh shit, man. Last my good friend of mine, Czech dude, man. He his wife cheated on him.
Oh shit.
They got 2 kids together, so he came down and fucked up and yeah, man.
Oh man. Well, I mean, I hate to use that as a like a transition here for this stream, but I don't know if you saw it. It's oh yeah, the title is "Can Women Really Love?"
Oh yeah.
And now you come in here, you're like, yeah, my bud's wife cheated on him. Damn, so did he just like find out like yesterday, or like when did he find out?
He's okay because me and my girl was laying in the bed and I just because my girl's pregnant. You know, she's pregnant. She's getting ready to pop like any fucking day now,
Oh,
man.
that's
And,
right. Shit.
We were laying in the bed, and I just didn't look at my phone till like maybe about 12, and I read the text message, and he wrote me saying like, he okay. So my friend, he found out a couple days ago, and because the guy that she cheated on him with, his wife told him. The wife of the guy who that's kind of complicated.
Yeah,
but like,
I get it. Yeah.
She texted him and told him, and it was like, yeah, my life, because he has 2 little girls with her too, man, and he's like fucked up and just like that thing.
Damn, that's tough, dude. Yeah, how's he taking it?
He, of course, he's mad.
Yeah.
And I told him, look, man, you can stay in another room as long as you want, because he just wanted to come and stay, man. I thought he was gonna stay for some weeks or something, but he went back up to that part of town. But I told him you can stay because he has the keys. I told him like, you can stay however long you want, man. Like, do whatever the fuck, smoke all the weed you want, drink all the whatever the fuck you want. Just as long as you need, just stay over there. Because he's always had the keys, man. Yeah. He's always had the keys. What time is it in Prague? I see the message. It's 7:08 p.m.
Crazy. It is 10:08 a.m. over here.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. Wow, dude. That is fucked.
We're live right now. We're live now.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, live. 8 minutes, 7 minutes. Yeah, I see.
Yeah. It's, oh boy. That is so. I guess they haven't really talked about it yet. I mean, so we don't know.
I have no, because I haven't. He took off and left, and I wrote him, and it's still not really. It's not really clear through the text because his English and he's good at English until he starts smoking until he starts to smoke. And when he starts to smoke, he just goes to shit. He can't really it gets. It's hard. Everybody has their thing with that. And his thing is when he starts to smoke weed, he can't really formulate words in English again. So I have to wait till he sobers up and have to ask him what happened, type of thing. Or if my girl was here, I'll tell him to just speak Czech so they can talk. And then because my girl speaks 3 languages, so she's real good at it, man. I really want her. After this whole pregnancy thing blows over, because she works in a flower shop right now, man. Look, this bitch knows 3 languages. This bitch speaks Italian, Czech, and English. I'm like, you need to be working as a translator.
Yeah, big time.
So after this whole pregnancy thing is over, and she's gonna breastfeed and stay at home, and do all that. After that's over, I want to get her into school. You got to pay like a fee to get her for her to take a language test. So she's like, officially like A1, B1, C1 in English, Italian, and of course Czech, because she's Czech. That way she can go out and get jobs, just literally sitting at a desk and just talking to motherfuckers or reading something, man. And she'd make a lot more money doing that over here.
Yeah, dude. Oh my God. Yeah, I can't even imagine like how much money you could make being a translator like that.
Depending the area, man. I remember I was riding a tram, and I was actually talking to this one girl. She was actually American. She was married to a Czech dude. Her name was Rachel, and we was riding a tram, to our cars, and I remember it was this. I'm not even gonna lie, it was this weird looking dude. He's like a weird looking dude. Like he's like real big, just a really weird looking dude. And he overheard me, talking to Rachel, and he says, "Oh yeah, I'm from America too. I'm from blah blah blah." This motherfucker could, like, no joke, this motherfucker can speak like 12 languages. And he said, "Look," and he could and fluidly. So his job, his profession was to go to companies that would need translating and in contracts and shit. And he got paid well to do that.
Oh, I can only imagine.
Well, but again, I'm not saying everybody's gonna be like that, but he was weird, from the fucking beginning. But then the more he started talking, the more it all kind of start, making sense. How, because he's on his own mental fucking wavelength with languages, man. Not everybody's like that, but he fit that, that stereotype. But that's enough of me rambling, man. But what's up with you, man? Talking too fucking much. What's up with you?
No, man, not much. Just fucking working and shit, and just busy as fuck with doing that. Like trying to plan some trips, get the fuck out of town, and I haven't really been out of the state since the whole lockdown shit and everything like that, and I want to get like my visa, and so I just want to start traveling, dude, because like I just got like a huge raise of work, and so like I can afford this shit now, and like I want to start traveling some more, get the fuck out of the country again. I haven't been out of the country in like over 10 years. I'd like to go somewhere. I don't even know yet, but just fucking somewhere. Yeah.
Right.
Just want to get the fuck out of Oregon for a little while.
I say just close your eyes and just just close your eyes and just like pick one.
Do that thing where it's like you have a globe and then you just spin it and close your eyes and just stop it somewhere.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Yeah, I would just do that.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to Siberia, Russia. Oh wait, probably can't go there right now. But
no, well, a friend of mine, it's funny you bring it up. The friend of mine, he's from Belgium, and he's in Serbia. He's in Serbia right now.
Wow.
And he just told me. Well, he told me a story about he was in a strip club, and some girl came and bought, and one of the strippers came and bought him beers and hung out with him, and he was like, like we was talking about that for a while. I met him in Chescalipa, but he worked for this company called like Bombardier or something like that. I don't know what the fuck they do, but they got like a lot of international places, man. They just ship them out to like, he goes to India, fucking Serbia. They get around, man. I kind of want to work for the company just to travel like that.
Yeah.
And get paid like, a job wage for doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, dude, that'd be the shit to get paid to travel. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm hoping to do with where I work now. I want to get into there's a position there where you'd be traveling a lot to do like shows and like training sessions and stuff like that. So I would love to do that. Get paid to do it. Fuck yeah, dude. Your hotel's paid for, your food is paid for. Shit, son.
Yeah. In India, he had some of the beautiful places in India when he was staying there. He was working there.
Badass, dude.
And then the women, he said like the women just love him because the women trying to get out, so they just love him because they trying to, what that goes into the topic. Can women actually love? Yeah, they'll just show you love whenever they know, it's something. And that's okay. So yeah, that's a great segue into that topic because me and my girl was talking about the DNA test we're gonna do when the baby comes out, right?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, you monster.
Because,
you monster, AD.
Because a question that comes up very often, and we talked about it like in depth, and she said, "Yeah, I'd be down for it, and any way it goes."
Good girl.
Because here's the thing, because I get asked the question, I get asked the question, well, do you trust her? Is that why you want the DNA test? Blah blah. And I told her, we was laying in bed, and I told her, I said, it's not that I don't trust you personally, is that I don't trust your nature as woman. If you know what I'm saying, if woman just gets pregnant, like it's her nature to just find somebody to pay for it or find somebody to get her out, So she'll just and she'll never. Okay, that woman will never tell you like it's not like I don't know if it's yours or not type of thing. Like her primary objective is to make sure she gets money for this little motherfucker some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't want to be in it alone. Oh, so like it's not that I don't trust her because she's never given me any sign up to trust her personally. I don't trust her. I don't trust woman. You see, because that nature will kick in. And that's why I say don't hate them. This is why I say don't hate them. It's their, it's their nature. Like, and I gave her the example. If you have a dog, and your dog loves you, right? And I tell you what you do. You sit down and just start strangling that motherfucker to where he feels like the life is getting ready to be sucked out of him, and he'll snap at you and bite you to survive. It's not that he don't. It's not that he hates you, it's just his instinct, and this is why I told her that exact example,
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. That's great. That's like a green flag right there when she's like, yeah, I'm fine with the DNA test. Yeah. Good. That's cool that she's cool with it. And like, there's no drama there. That always just, Ugh. So, the reason actually, I found this old picture that I saved it somewhere, sometime. I'm gonna bring it up. And just from this like picture that I found from a long time ago, uh, is what made me think of the topic and stuff, and like having you on, because you're very the way you explain these things is just it's so great. So
Thanks.
yeah. So I'm gonna share this screen here. I'm gonna read it. We'll do that just in case we need to. Okay. And I'm gonna bring it up. Yeah. There we go. And so this is Florence Nightingale. All right. And I think she was a nurse or something like that, and she like fell in love with one of her patients, or I don't know, something like that. And it's literally titled "Women Aren't Capable of Love." And she said this shit. It was between 1820 and 1910. That's so she was like shit 90 years old when she died. But I want to read this. I don't know. Can you see it very much? Can you see?
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to read it real quick. Women crave for being loved, not for loving. They scream out at you for sympathy all day long. They are incapable of giving any in return, for they cannot remember your affairs long enough to do so. They cannot state a fact accurately to another, nor can that other woman attend to it accurately enough for it to become information. Now is not all. Wait, now is not all the. Now, what the fuck? Now is not all this the result of want of sympathy? That was a weird sentence. But
Well,
okay.
the comma, the punctuation, it should be now, comma.
Now, yeah, okay.
It is not all this there is. I think that, yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It's punctuation, yeah.
Yeah.
Whole sentence. One comma fucked up the whole sentence.
Oh man. All right, let's keep going. I am sick with indignation at what wives and mothers will do of the most shocking selfishness. And people call it all maternal or conjugal affection and think it pretty to say so. No, no. Let each person tell the truth from their own experience. They really don't have sympathy or the ability to empathize because they're always judging everyone and everything as a product on a social value scale that relates to their own egos and bounces off themselves. There is no capability for genuine feeling.
Yeah.
I like this social value scale. That is like, especially today, that is so relevant. Even today, it's so crazy. Okay, one last paragraph. This is what I have experienced with women. There is no capability for genuine feeling for other humans, or really in general, except when those feelings are for themselves and the other people are just proxies to bounce ideas off of.
Yeah.
Whew. So that was that's a lot to take in. But damn. Can I say that she is fucking based as shit?
Yeah, she was on some real shit, man. From
Yeah.
what I ever looked, from what everything I ever looked on her, she was on some real shit. And this is the thing. You usually by the time they end up like that, those women can't hang out with like they can't hang out with hussies and shit like that. They can't be friends with them, you know. Yeah, because they do exist, but they're very rare. I almost say, well, one, they're rare, and two, you know, people just don't walk around just talk like this all the time, you know, in everyday life. So you have to get lucky to stumble across a woman, you know, in the world.
Yeah.
Oh, I see the comments down there. 150 years ago. Okay, channel 1800. Dumb. Okay. Yeah, I can see it. Can you see the? Well, I'm sure you can see the comments, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Scotty side is a hussy. What? I'm not. How dare you? So yeah, I mean, pretty like, damn, dude. She just.
Well, yeah, and the thing is, well, especially now, man, women figured out what men want to see, so they know how to throw that persona on of what of what you want to see, what you're going to think, what you think about sex and all. Like they just learn what men want and then just learn how to turn that on whenever it's the guy they want. But they don't genuinely feel. Well, I tell my girl, women do not genuinely know how to love righteously. The only time women learn how to love is when it's something they just want and they know how to turn it on and then work with it after that kind of thing and sell the man what she thinks he wants. Yeah, but I agree with it. Yeah, women don't. Yeah, they're not. Women are not loving. I've said that all on my channel for the longest, man. What do you think?
Yeah. Well, I was just thinking of, and this might be a totally different topic, but like mothers and stuff like that, because I think that, yeah, well, maybe it depends on the woman, because some women that are mothers just don't give two flying fucks about their kid or kids, and it's like, how the fuck can you not love your kid, and but some it seems to go, I don't know, go deeper or something like that. And I don't know if it's just like it's a chemical thing, when you have a child, then you bond with your child, um I don't know, because like I would say my mother is loving towards me. Like she would do anything for me. But then again, it's like, but that's a mom and a son relate. That's not like a boyfriend girlfriend kind of thing or whatever. Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. It does make sense. The only argument that I would add to that when it comes to mothers with their kids and versus fathers with their kids, like what Florence Nightingale said. Well, okay, what my opinion based off of what Florence Nightingale said is that women do not they don't genuinely love for completely righteous reasons, but they learn what society wants to see and hear from them and just kind of adapt to that to keep her social standing and all that relatively intact when it comes time for it to stay intact. Whereas men, and I used this example with my girl earlier when we was talking about when I told her like women just biologically don't love for pure righteous reasons. Okay, so like I said, okay, in my opinion, women love more based off of the pressures from being judged in society, right? In my opinion, women like that's their drive for becoming lovable is they end up there at the end of the line and whatever they're trying to do. So now they have to sell this, facade or image, whatever illusion, whatever you want to call it, that this is in fact what they are. I mean, don't get me wrong, like they do care at some point, but that next level, and this is where I'm getting ready to determine my opinion to that next level, deeper like sense of true duty to this human, this life, that true duty. They don't have that. And the example I use with my girl is, okay, think about like you got Kroger's out there, Kroger's and Walmart. Everybody got Walmart. You got Walmart in Oregon. Yeah. So like think about like my opinion is, okay, think about Oregon and not Oregon. Think about like Walmart, Kroger's, Tesco, Myers, Target, wherever you are on earth, like the grocery store, right? Who do you think is seriously in charge of bringing the food to that restaurant every fucking day? Day fucking in, day fucking out, driving 18 hours overnight, 36 hours at a time, whatever the fuck, to get the fucking bananas and rice and fucking crap. Women ain't doing that shit. Who you think is really in charge of building fucking houses? And I mean, of course, they getting paid for it, but you got to keep that. You got to keep.
It's a man. It's going to be a man.
Yeah, it's a duty for humanity. You see what I'm saying? And women don't have that. They don't have that duty they have a duty for social status, but they don't have a duty for humanity. And that's the example I use with her. Huh?
What about this, 80? This just popped into my head. Maybe, like in reference to children, do you think maybe there's also a selfish, like, because I want to have a child, I want to have something to be proud of, I want to have the social thing, by having a child.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Like they have they have children for their own selfish reasons.
Yeah.
Do you think? What do you think about that?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah. A lot of time. I mean, like I said, you do find some. I think you do find some who genuinely want to be mothers.
Yeah.
But even then, you also have to weed out. You also have to, not you personally, but like whoever's watching.
Right.
You got to weed out, like, for the ones who want to be mothers. Like, and this is why I told my girl, whenever you see a woman doing anything admirable, if you just ask her 5 questions into why she's doing anything, why she thinks of anything, why she has any moral respect for anything, if you just ask 5 questions into it, it's usually going to come to something that's not righteous at all. It's going to come to, like how you said, it's more because she just wants to keep up with Susan down the street, or or she didn't want to be childless, or her parents will look at her funny, or something like this. So once you filter out the ones who want to be a mother, I'd say it's a very small percentage who do it genuinely because they want to genuinely raise children, not have babies, because there's a difference between having a baby and wanting to raise children. Wanting a baby means you want a baby. You don't want a fucking 5-year-old, an 8-year-old, a 12-year-old. You want a baby. See, that's where I think another area where guys get lost and confused. When women say they want a baby, a lot of times they really mean they just want that little quiet motherfucker that's sleeping 18 hours a day type of shit. They don't want to have to actually teach this motherfucker how to do something, and
Yeah. Oh, look at this little cute thing. Oh, isn't he so adorable? Yeah. Exactly. Right. Yeah. So they don't want to have to actually put in any work.
Yeah. Exactly.
To raise a person, to raise a human being. Yeah. I get you there. Yeah, that's what kind of just popped in my head right then. Was like, I think most of the time it's just the whole social thing, and like I want a baby, and that's it. And I think that this is what you say, is that bitches don't think 2 seconds in front of their own fucking nose or something like that.
Yeah. They don't. Yeah.
Oh man, I steal that. I use that all the time. By the way, I use that saying all the time. I love it.
Yeah, they don't, man. And like, okay, because I'm teaching my girl, and she told me, like, well, we talk about it, I show her what's really going on, and like, why is she doing this, for what reason, and all this. I got to explain it to her, and she's with me. She's cool about it, man. I don't have any, no direct issues out of her. But yeah, no, bitches, they don't think any further than 5 feet, 5 feet in front of their face. Anything outside of that, a man will just fix it. Yeah, that man is their backup plan. Whereas men, like, we don't have that ability. We don't have that privilege, and still be called man, to think like that, where women have that privilege.
Yeah. It's so weird. It's so different. And man, like, now, is your girl, was she raised with like both parents? Was she raised mostly with brothers? How's that?
So she's the other extreme, right? So okay, so I'll explain. So my ex-wife, she grew up with both of them, but neither one of them had their fathers around.
Mm-hmm.
Ex-wife nor this girl I'm with now, but they're the two relatively different extremes, right? How I used to go on in my older videos about you. Usually when you get women, they're always on like one severe side of the fence or the other severe side of the fence. So my ex-wife was the kind of woman, and she told me stories about, when she was a little girl, her mom used to always have some new guy, over, and they'd be in the bed, and she would, because back then, this is Czechoslovakia, they didn't have any money. So they barely could afford one TV, and it was in her mom's room. And every time she'd go in there as a little girl and get in the bed, it'd be a different guy in the bed, right?
Oh God,
that's crazy.
Oh man.
So
wow.
with her, she was more that type of woman. Like, she was more the type of woman who, as soon as something didn't work, or as soon as something didn't work, she just threw it away. and just go for. She had none of that sense of she had absolutely zero sense of dedication to anything. Whereas like my current girl, she didn't have a father. Her father, her mom and dad fell out. She always tells me a story, and I always forget what happened. But she's the other way. Like she more values the ability that she values the dedication. So while she does have so both of them have daddy issues. My girl right now has daddy issues. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. She has daddy issues, but it's more for the better, more for like, you know, when she does find a man like me or better than me who is spelling shit out for her as a man should, you know, she values that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good.
My bad.
That does. No, keep going, AD. Keep going. Keep slamming them. No, I was just asking because like, I think I told you about this a little while ago. I had a Japanese girlfriend for about 5.5 years, and she was one of the most like logic oriented women that well, most of the time. Most of the time there was a lot of like I had to stop her and be like, you're being a bitch, you're being dumb, like and then I had to show her, and like I had to have examples for her, and like of just, I don't know, random shit like that, you know, because the girl comes out eventually. The girl that always comes out, no matter how logical they always say they are, and you know, everything like that. But I asked because she grew up like with her mom and dad, and still together, and I think they're still together. I don't know, but she had 2 older brothers, so she was the youngest. So she was just basically raised around dudes her whole life. So she was kind of more like, you know, one of the bros kind of a thing. And, you know, when I first met her, she was more tomboyish, you know, but then I came along and I was like the dudeliest dude she ever met. And so she started turning like real feminine, like really like girly. She started like growing out her hair and like working out and stuff and dressing better and all that kind of stuff. So that's why I was asking, like, because your girl seems to be, she like takes direction well. She seems a little more logical, but you still have to spell some shit out for her. But like, that's why I was trying to see if there was correlation there. But
well,
it sounds
okay. See, yes, I left that apart. She does have a brother, and he is an older brother, and we talk about him because they were raised by a mother, and he has a lot of feminine tendencies, right? The few boys that did come out of that family, that none of them had a father figure, and it's like, and it's immediate. It's pretty clear, pretty fast. When you see him and meet him, it was not going to take you long to kind of smell it out. And so when she comes to me, like so that's another topic we get on. Like she'll come to me and ask about her cousin, her nephews, or her brother and what they did. And okay. The long story short, the conclusion usually ends up is the women in her family end up coddling them too much, and give in when they just beg or pretend to be mad or something like that. They just end up coddling them too much. So the men in her family just never grow, and they end up just like they're all pathetic.
Yeah.
Right. They're all just like none of them are men. Like, and has showed no signs of becoming like an actual. And when I say a man, I mean like, you know, don't expect people to do something for you. Like expect something for you. Now, if somebody does something for you, then cool. Work, you know, make a friendship and all that shit, but don't expect it. You know, I think that's the difference.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, because like her dad was like, he was like a dude, you know, and he wasn't like a big guy, but I mean, he just was like, I'm the man, in the relationship. I'm the man of the house. I take care of everybody. I protect them and all that kind of stuff. And so she had a strong male figure in her life. But then she told me about like her boyfriends before me, and they were just, I'm like, oh, that is sad. That sucks. Because you just mentioned how like they're kind of pathetic, and I'm like, that's like what her previous boyfriends were too. And that I come along and I'm like this stronger, bigger guy and everything like that. And I'll tell her to shut the fuck up, or like I'll tell her she's being a bitch and shit like that. Just straight to her face. Like it is, it's like, hey, you're being dumb. Like, and then you got to be like, you're being dumb, and here's why. Here's why you're doing this.
Yeah,
because you're a woman. Basically. But
it is. But yeah, for those who watch, like it's the little ways you have to it's the little signals you have to do that to not get them like offended immediately and be, what I'm saying? Like, it's all about how you walked into the relationship and how you met. Like, so like the fact that we can do that, like, another guy may try it randomly on a different game and fuck it all up. It's all about how you walk in there with your swagger, and make it work, to where it's not like offensive type of thing, right?
Well, and it's like what Patrice always says, because he can come in and just be like a complete asshole to a woman, but he's able to do that because what he does it what he calls righteously. When you come in there and it's like, this is how I am and this is how it is, and there's no hesitation, you're not like, shut up, bitch. When you come in strong, you're like, shut the fuck up, bitch. Like, what
the fuck is this? Hey, what the fuck are you doing? Something like that. Yeah, like you have to say it as if it was pure impulse to say it. Like if you don't say it as if it was pure impulse, she's gonna smell out that you hesitated and you must be a punk ass bitch. Kind of thing,
exactly.
You had to do it like it was like total impulse. Like you couldn't even like it was a sneeze, like it was a hiccup, like it was a Tourette syndrome thing or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is this? What's up?
That is I think that's like the best way you put it right there. Is that it's got to be impulsive. It's got to come from the fucking heart. You can't you can't fake that shit, dude. You can't and you're right. They can smell that shit out, and like even I can see that if like I'm watching a guy and a girl interact or whatever, it's like I can tell when the dude's being fake too. It's not that hard to see, and so you just again like you got to be righteous. It's got to be a righteous feeling, just coming from the gut, being honest.
Because and here's the other part. Okay, so because on the other end, like because I'll totally admit when I'm wrong or she actually had a better idea, right? So perfect example, last night, before the friend of mine came over, the one who had the issue with his wife, because I felt real bad as soon as I read the mail. I felt real bad for him, man. It's like I was wanting to talk to him like right now, like motherfucker, what happened? Let me know. And he was like fucked up, like he was just driving around Prague, fucked up, high. He called me a couple of times on the video chat, high as fuck, driving, and that's a big deal over here. Like in America, you can kind of do it, but over here, it's like you're not supposed to. If you drink and drive, like your brother would call the police on you, type of thing. Like they take it real serious over here. It's not to be played with. And he was doing that shit, and he was fucked up.
Oh no.
And she's like, no, Wendell, don't push him to force him to come over because he's gonna be uncomfortable. I said, you know what? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, because I wanted to be that friend that was like come over, like I'll take care of you while you're going through this, bro. Just go stay in the room. I can just tell me what happened, So you want to help out your friends, type of thing, right? And she had to slow me down and say, no, Wendell, don't do that. Let him go. Let him come over here on his own accord, type of thing, right?
Yeah.
You're right. I'm just gonna lead. I'm just gonna let him go.
Yeah.
And she was right.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, and I mean, there's been you're like, I'm not always right, and I don't think it's a weakness or to be like, you know what? Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, that's the right call. I mean, it's I don't know. There's some shit from like back when I was reading the PUA stuff, the pickup artist shit, and that was kind of one of the things. Is like you always got to be like, no, it's my idea, it's my way or the highway all the time, and blah 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 and stuff like that. And I'm like, that's kind of dumb.
Like if it's something that's just clearly fucking wrong, if it's something that's just clearly wrong, then like yeah, definitely admit to just like have the ability to accept that you're just wrong. I would say that like don't run away from it, because then once you run away from it, and that's showing that like because women are great with sniffing out fear, man. Because like you can be confident as fuck while being unsure. You know what I'm saying? Like you can do it. It's possible. Not you personally, but like a man can be confident as fuck while being unsure or while accepting that he's wrong, right?
Yeah.
But it's like women are great at sniffing out fear, man. If you show any signs of fear, like if you're just afraid to be wrong type of thing, bitches know how to smell that shit out, man. Like they're fucking animals, dude. Women are fucking animals, man. Like and it's so hard to like explain this to men in a concise way while not making women sound like mind readers at the same time, right? It's hard to explain it properly.
Yeah. I don't know. Because I mean, they're obviously not mind readers, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know either. And say like, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot that I don't know.
Yeah. The more you know, the more you don't know. Yeah, that's the saying. The more you know, the more you don't know. Kind of.
Yeah, you realize you don't know. Yeah. It's a good saying, and it's true, man. So, hey, I got another one here. This is from Queen Victoria. So we're gonna look at this. Were women to unsex themselves by claiming equality with men, they would become the most hateful, heathen, and disgusting of beings and would surely perish without male protection.
Yeah. That's real shit. Yeah. I can't argue that.
Yeah. It's because like, man, that's a good one. I really like this. There we go. I really like this one. And I'm going back to Patrice again, but he had a stand up where he talked about how, like, he asked the women in the audience, like, if something happened to your vagina, like you couldn't be used anymore, like, what would you do to keep your man?
Yeah.
And they all went like, suck his dick, anal sex, whatever. And he's like, okay. And he's like, you all described yourselves as a series of holes, but I'm the bad guy for calling it out. But then he goes like, but you wouldn't try to be like, oh, I'll try to like learn Xbox to like hang out with him, or like just get into his hobbies and like just try to be like a fucking good
decent
person.
Human. Yeah. Human. That's the last resort. That's what I say, man. It's the last resort for bitches, man. To be like that's the most difficult thing for them, is to learn how to be a decent fucking human first.
Right. And I was just sitting there thinking, like, yeah, what the fuck would most of you do? Because you most of you suck to be around. You just do. There's some that are cool and I like them, but it's because the women that I do hang out with, it's because they're chill. They're like decent people. So most of the time. But
yeah. And until the woman side has to erupt back out again. Then it's okay. Yeah, I'm leaving now.
At fucking some point.
Yeah.
I mean, shit happened with your friend there. Like, we don't know the specifics, but like, fucking A, man. We like in it. I would like if I was in his shoes. I'm a totally different guy than him, but I wouldn't even be like, why did you do that? Who and blah blah blah. Like, I wouldn't even care. Like, oh, okay, well then I guess we're just done here. Like, it's just, You know.
Yeah, man. See, yeah. Let me grab another beer. I'll be right back because I'm gonna elaborate on that. Let me grab.
Yeah.
Another
Yeah. Yeah. All
Actually,
right.
I bought these beers because this is actually his favorite beer, man. Like I would look, dude. I went out and because I figured he was gonna be here for weeks, man. Because how he was talking.
Yeah.
Like just to keep from killing the bitch kind of thing, right? Like, so I went out and bought all his favorite food, filled the refrigerator with his beer, all types of shit.
And see,
he left today.
Look, AD. See what you did for your friend.
Yeah.
Like, you know, there are someone that would, but most women wouldn't even think about that.
Yeah.
They wouldn't, like, you went out and got his favorite beer. God damn. See?
Yeah.
Men know how to be friends.
You're like a decent fucking human, yeah. I'll be right back. Let me grab my other one.
All right, cool. All right, let's I'm gonna oh boy. I'm gonna catch up on some of these chats. I'm loyal to an emperor, a commander, my brothers, the odd sister, not to the bad ones though. Filthy effing animals. We are not amused. Completely true. Yeah. Hey, 5 of 5. Great stream. You guys are on point. Thank you. Appreciate that. Channel 1800 dumb. He's got the cheers thing. Cheers, AD.
Cheers. Oh, well, it's probably like in the morning there. It's like it's 7:48 here. Yeah. 7:48 p.m.
Yeah, still pretty early in the States. He's going for a refill. AD is gonna get spicy.
Oh, I meant to ask you for the link so I could put it on my YouTube so people could tune in from the YouTube channel, from my YouTube channel.
Oh,
I don't know if it's too late to do that.
No, it's let me get you that. Hang on. I posted it in the Discord under Red Pill Talks.
Okay. Well, that should be good then. That should be good enough.
Okay. Cool.
Or I can still do it I'm not fuck it. Yeah, just send me the link. I'll just send in WhatsApp or something
let's see. Are you actually on the Discord server?
Yeah, I'm awful with this shit, man. I can't keep up with the apps.
Yeah.
I think I might have to it.
Oh, actually, actually, I'll send it to you through WhatsApp. Hang on. Okay. I gotta go from Discord. Yeah, here we go. Let me log in real quick.
I can't even find it.
I gotta go to Discord to get to your WhatsApp.
Dude, I can't keep up with. I tried and I just can't do it. I tried to keep up with the apps, Instagram, Discord. I can't do it.
Yeah, it's a lot. Here we go. I hope this works. Whoa. Hang on. No, I don't think that worked. It like copied the like the title and not the actual fucking link.
Okay.
God damn it. Oh, here we go. Copy link. Okay. I think I got it. Sorry, folks. Hold on. There we go.
Okay. I got it.
Just sent it.
So let me do this. Copy link.
Yeah.
I'll put it in upload. Create post. That's right. Okay. Here we go.
I'm going to go to your channel.
Okay, there it is. I just sent it. Okay, yeah. So it even has like it says Scotty side on the thing. Okay,
yeah, buddy.
I'm awful with this. I try to I can't keep up with it. I'm just terrible with it. I accepted my fate. I'm still gonna try, but I'm fucking awful.
Oh my god. I'm trying to. So I'm on your page, and I think this is. I'll just use this. This goes to this link will go to your. I'm going to put in the chat.
Okay.
So check out AD's channel. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. There. Hopefully that works. I'm going to test it real quick.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it takes it to your channel. All right, good. Awesome. Scotty, just get on the OnlyFans content for the Empire. Oh, right. Yeah, we've got.
Amber Heard's next job gonna be at OnlyFans.
Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. What do you think of that? What do you think of that whole thing? Have you been following it at all?
Me and my girl talked about that today too,
Mm-hmm.
or yesterday, because I had to go get because like I said, see, I got rich people problems, right? So not in terms of money, but in terms of like my girlfriend. So she irons on my she's finally starting to get slower from the pregnancy now, right? The pregnancy, fine, like she's going to give birth, and like I think the actual date to go to the hospital is the 17th.
Oh wow.
But
okay.
It can happen tonight for all we know. You never fucking know, right? So the pregnancy has finally hit. I say within 3 weeks of giving, because she was like running around and moving and all. She was peeing a lot, but for the most, she was fine. But now it's like, okay, like since about Friday, dude, like she's been slowing down like gradually since I've noticed it, kind of thing. Like she can't even get out the bed now. She's like rolling in pain because the baby's flipping and shit. She was fine the whole 8 months, but now it's finally kicked in. Like, this bitch can't move like that no more.
Wow.
Like, but
getting there.
Yeah, we was talking about we talked about the Amber Heard thing, and see over here, it's because I have to explain these things to her because she didn't grow up in the U.S. or from what I hear, Canada's pretty bad, and for those of you in the U.K., I've heard you. Well, I was in the UK. I was briefly in the UK. UK's very similar. So I have to explain these things to her, and then on top of that, like she grew up a woman, so it's hard for her. So I have to explain to her the other side of it, So with the Amber Heard thing, I told her, well, technically Amber Heard laws, but for real, as far as like on paper, as far as like money wise, she didn't really lose. In woman's world, she lost, and I think she should. I think she's probably on suicide watch, like literally as we speak right now, because her as a woman, the whole world got to watch her just be woman and try to pull the same tactics all women pull in courtrooms and shit like that, and it didn't work on international fucking around the world on you. Everybody was watching that shit, dude. So Amber Heard, she at least thought about killing herself. I promise you that.
You think so?
Oh yeah, because as a woman, not because she's Amber Heard, but because as a woman hates to be seen as wrong. Yeah. And we got to see, because I'd say 5 to 10 years ago, what would have happened before YouTube was popular and social media was popular is that they would have just took a snippet of Amber Heard saying, I was afraid for my life. I was afraid of Johnny Depp. And they would have took that snippet and put it everywhere.
Yep.
And that's all we would have known.
Yep.
She was scared. Johnny must have been evil. She was scared. But now we got the whole fucking thing on TV, right?
Yep.
Everybody got to see that shit. How dumb she was, the tactics she tried to pull.
The literal shit, AD. The literal shit in the bed.
In the bed, yeah.
Amber crawled under her poo bed. JR
says. Here's the thing. By the time Johnny made it to court, dude, there's no telling what she really did. There's no telling what really went on. That's just what all he had the actual proof to bring up in court. There's no telling what happened behind closed doors with her.
No, yeah, because you can't get everything. So I didn't even think about that. It's probably 3, 4, 12 times worse than what you saw. Oh God, dude, and it's
What do you think about it?
I think it's a great win for men in general, like overall. That hey, these bitches fucking lie. They're fucking violent. It's not always been, it's not believe all women. You know, you need to get that shit out of here.
Yeah.
And human relationships are complicated as fuck. And those two are both probably jacked in the head in some way, you know. I mean, if your bitch is shitting in your bed and stuff like that, and it's you know, and she's cutting the tip of your finger off and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, first of all, if that's happening, like, why are you even still staying with a bitch like that? You know, I don't get it. But anyway, I think it's in general a win for men. So
yeah,
I'm glad about that.
Because I tell you, the whole reason why we even got on the topic is because I wanted to show her in Facebook Marketplace. This is a side rant. I opened Facebook Marketplace to show her these little cars for, like, you know, toddlers. They can. Yeah. It's on. Okay, how old are you? You like same age as me, right? You about the same age as me.
I'm 38.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you know, okay, so you remember the Power Wheels? Remember Power Wheels?
Oh hell yeah, dude! I wanted one of those so bad.
Yeah.
Those things are badass, dude.
I still want one to be real, like for real. Like I won't buy it because I really want the motherfucker. I'm just gonna pretend this for the baby. Like I want the motherfuckers. But they had like Mercedes and Land Rovers, but you could find them for like $50 in Facebook Marketplace. But in the store, they're like, you know, like $200 or $300. But I wouldn't that much on it. But I'd buy one for like $50. You probably need a new battery or something like that. Just buy a battery somewhere, and you know, you could hook up the fucking your fucking phone to it and all type of shit, and be playing music on. And it even has a remote control, son, where you can like, it's like a remote control car where he can steer it and he has the pedal, but you can like flip a switch to where you can control it. Like,
oh my god,
car. I was like, get the fuck out! Like So I opened Facebook to show her, and as soon as I went out of it. It was, you know, Facebook's filled with Amber Heard shit. And I told my girl, this is why I tell men to never follow a woman ever. Mm-hmm. Because at the drop of fucking midnight, when that Amber Heard shit happened, okay, when the what do you call it? When the decision came out that Amber Heard lost, Johnny Depp won. At the drop of fucking midnight, check all those comment sections. At the drop of fucking midnight, now all these bitches going, well, yeah, bitches will do anything to follow the crowd, man. Like, so now this is why I tell you, never follow a woman. These bitches will follow anything as long as it's a crowd. And we sit here for, you know, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes. I was just going on about it. Like, look, and I just showed the iPad. Look, it's just bitches all down the fucking shit. This time 6 weeks ago, you couldn't find more than 5 to 10 women at max talking about it, you know, positively for Johnny, right?
Yeah.
All the bitches came out the woodwork, and I explained to her, look, like, see, because women only like what has become. Once it's become, now it's okay, now it's great, but until it's become, it's gross, man. It's pathetic. It's disgusting. It's gross. Like, and this is why I told her, and I tell all the men, never follow a woman.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Especially when it comes to like serious shit like that, don't follow her. Mm-hmm. Don't, because that bitch will follow a crowd off of a cliff. Knowing good and well it's a cliff, and she'll do it just because she fits with that crowd. She'll do it.
I like JR's just one simple word right here: hive mind.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see. All they care about is looking good in the public or social media. Yeah.
It's gross, man. It's disgusting, man. It really is. It's gross how they do it.
And like we say, though, it's not malicious. It's just the nature of woman. It's how they are. And I just, God damn it. But the thing is with a lot of these bitches, like say you go on Facebook and post that stuff. Well, first of all, Facebook's not going to like it. You might just fucking get deleted. Mm-hmm. And second of all, you point this out to these bitches and they don't see it. Yeah. You could be like, look at what you're like. You're flip-flopping back and forth. Yeah.
And
and they don't get it. And they don't. You can spell it out right there. Like, look at at it,
Yeah.
and it's just no.
And like I said earlier, if you ask them 5 questions into why they believe anything,
yeah,
it's going to come to something truly pathetic every time. Unless you find a lucky one, a good one, unless you get lucky and find a good one, more times than not, it's going to be something truly pathetic. Why they decided to, believe anything, follow anything.
Yeah, it's
gross. Man.
I like this. What 5 Years of Freedom said right here. The kindest thing a man can do for himself is to dump that bitch.
And with the friend of mine, man, with his situation, because he got kids, he has two little girls with her, man.
Yeah, see, that's rough.
Yeah, because I mean, and because I know him, man, because and see, because me and my girl, we had a long conversation before he came over last night. And I told her, like, essentially, like, the differences between me and him. It's kind of like, I don't know if you pay attention to comics or anything, but like, there's a comic where Superman is talking about the differences between him and Batman. And he said, like, at the core, Batman's reasoning is that the main difference is that deep down, Superman is actually a good person. Whereas deep down, Batman's not really a good person. He just happened to fall into this, relatively speaking, positive position in life. Mm-hmm. But he didn't. He's not striving to be good. It's Batman's core is like, okay, in the real Batman's core, it's really in his logic, and his logic just happens to be positive. But but it's truly what he believes. He knows he's a vigilante. He knows he's a criminal. He knows it's not. Whereas Superman is like striving to be like this Christ-like fucking, great person. So he like constantly strives to be that type of thing. And with me and my friend, like, that's the difference between me and him. Deep down, I don't strive to be a good person. Like, this is just how my logic just ended up, and it's just me. Whereas he's the type of dude. He he looks for the best in people all the time, man. He does. He looks for the best in people. I don't. I expect the worst out of everyone. I expect the worst.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope for the best, but I also expect that the bad. Like, this is going to, like, with a woman or something like that. Like, she's going to do something eventually. She's going to, I don't know, say something dumb or like, or act out poorly at some point, and maybe even like get pissed at me or whatever for whatever. It doesn't matter. And yeah, I mean, I'm kind of the same way. I try to be a little more positive. I do hope for the best.
Yeah. Course,
So, but I mean, I think that's great that you could admit that you're like, I'm not trying to be a good person.
Yeah.
That's great.
I'm like Bender from Futurama. You remember Bender on Futurama where he goes like, I never want to hurt anybody or help anybody. You remember that scene? I don't remember that. Because I never want to hurt anybody or help anybody. I'm just here.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
That's me. Like, I don't like, it's just, I'm more like and my friend, he's more like the Superman, which, I mean, everything has a good and bad side, even my philosophy, your philosophy, or anybody's watching philosophies, everybody's philosophy, if it has a good side, then it has to have a bad side at some point.
Mm-hmm.
But with him, like, it's because, I'm not going to try to change him. I remember I showed him, like, because he had never seen like facial abuse and ghetto gaggers. I showed him that. I was like, yo, bitches like to get fucked like that. And he couldn't handle it. Like, he just couldn't handle it.
Why couldn't he handle it?
He couldn't handle it. He like I could see it in him. Like, he was just like, because we were sitting in the kitchen smoking weed like a while back. We were sitting there smoking. And I showed him the iPad. I was like, yeah, bitches like to get fucked like that. You ain't know that was a thing? Yeah. And he seriously couldn't. Probably because he has, and he also has two little girls.
Oh,
But he works at a brothel. Well, he was working at a brothel back then. So it's like a weird situation.
What then? Yeah. What's the fucking? Wow. Okay. That's interesting. Damn. No, so he came from a brothel, working at a brothel.
Yeah.
But he's like shocked at like the gagger shit and like what?
It was a weird it was a weird, yeah, because I really would expected him to, you know, be like, oh yeah, I know 3 bitches that do that. Yeah, but he was like he couldn't handle that shit, man. So I just like got off of it because I seen it was making him uncomfortable type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
but hey, it's each his own, man. But like I can't try to. I'm not going to try to change him.
Yeah. No, you. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, can't do that.
Yeah, because he got burnt one time a long time ago. He gave some girl fucking a shitload of money, and she spent it all, and it was he got burnt real bad. About 10 years ago.
For real? Do you mind telling that story?
Well, yeah, I'll tell as much as I know about it.
Okay.
So the reason why he knows English is because he had went to go work in the UK for a while. I don't know exactly where. I think he was in England. He went to England to go work. I think like TGI Fridays or some I can't remember what the fuck it was. But he went there to go work for like 3 or 4 years, something like that. And before he left, well, he didn't know. It ended up turning into 3 or 4 years. I think he was only supposed to be gone for maybe 6 months, 8 months. So he was with this girl. I think he ended up having a kid with her, and before he left, he gave her about the equivalent of he gave her the equivalent of about $5,000, which in America's form of cost of living, it would probably equal about double that. It would be about 10,000 based off their wages here and all that. It would be the equivalent of about $10,000.
Damn.
Gave her before he left to go make money and send the money back. He came back. She spent all the money, dude. And then on top of that, had another dude move in. Another guy was living in the flat with his kid, and she spent all the money. It was all gone.
Oh my God.
And see, this, like I said, this is where we're different. See, I would never do that.
No,
I expect the worst.
Yeah, I would never give a bitch. Even if she was my girlfriend of 10 fucking years, like I'm not giving you $10,000, $5,000. No way. No way. Are you kidding me? Yeah, it's God. Okay, that reminds me of there's this guy in the chat right now. His name is Island Hermit. He's got this I have his what he said up right here. Mm-hmm. All these girls today like being choked. Have not been one that wasn't into that. So he had a buddy. I'm pretty sure it's Island Hermit. Or no, he was with a girl who like inherited 90K, mm-hmm. like $90,000, like from her family. Someone died or something like that. Mm-hmm. And that bitch blew it in like less than a year. Mm-hmm. Just partying, drugs. Yeah, I would never give like partying, drugs, and like she bought him some performance enhancing things and stuff like that, bought shit for him. But that just totally reminded me of that. She got 90,000, like not even like invested in something or like, hey, here's a down payment for a fucking house or something, or buy land or whatever, no, just gone, just fucking blew it.
Yeah.
And that money, from what I understand, is both her parents died. Okay, that was it. Yeah. So it's like both her parents worked their ass off their whole life, and this was what she inherited, and she just blows it.
Gone.
Just fucking gone.
Yeah.
And it's like, and yet I'm supposed to sit here and say women are strong and independent, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like,
at that point, I would have been happy with a communications degree from fucking, butt fuck college. At least she had a degree to sell herself on later, because that whole student loan situation, in the US, I would have been happier with that. But yeah, but I mean, again, when it comes to women, I expect the worst, man. Because my first, as soon as you brought up the story, my assumption was, my immediate thought was the money went to nothing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is. Both of her parents died in a car accident, and while after all that money, and then a year later, it was all gone. Yeah.
With absolutely nothing to show for it. Absolutely. I'm sure absolutely nothing to show for it. It's literally all in the fucking toilet somewhere. She didn't shit all the food. Bought food. Expensive alcohol, goofy shit like that, and it's all down to flush it. Literally, flush. She should have just took the money and just put it in the toilet and just flushed it.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And I'm not surprised. Like that's bitches, man. Like historically, and this okay because me and my girl we get in these conversations, man. Because it was a long conversation today, and I was sitting right here, because my bed's like you can't see my bed's like literally like right here.
Yeah.
And I was breaking down the theory. I was breaking down the theory of a feminist and the whole thing of the wage gap and all that shit like that. And I said, okay, so if all these companies are hiring women who are doing the same quality work, but they're hiring women at less pay, why don't companies just hire all women at less pay and save all this extra money on the back end?
Right.
And then it's over.
Yeah.
And see, this is where, like I said, with any of these in-depth topics, women, especially feminists, don't want to talk about this because, like I said, because now you're asking questions on on why they think what they think, right? And it's not, going to be favorable for them. So why are they still hiring men for these positions? So okay, and I told my girl because historically women are terrible with money because the basic situation of women literally take up, was it like 70 to 80% of all consumerism?
Yeah.
Women, so if they're if women are buying all this shit, right, more than men are so that tells you right there, men are taking up, like I say 10 to 20, maybe let's just say 30%. Let's say men are buying 30% of all things, right?
Sure.
Let's say women are buying 70.
Sure.
Well, if the women are earning so much less and they got to keep their hair done, nails done, dresses, clothes, pretty bathrooms, whatever the fuck, where they getting all this money from to do it? They're getting it from the men for free.
Right.
The men are giving it to them. You see what I'm saying? The men are giving it to them. Where are they getting all this money from? The men are getting it for free, so they need to just shut the fuck up and you know what I'm saying, and accept
yes, please. It. Yes, please. Yes, please. Shut the fuck up. Sorry, it sounded like you were going to say something.
Because I told her, my opinion on where America's going, at least the U.S. is going, at this rate. I think, and this is just because I haven't put a ton of thought into it. So definitely, if you have any argument or anything, dude, argue with me for sure.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah.
My opinion on where America's headed. But I haven't given it a lot of thought. But I told her this. There's money in woman, right? Where I think America's headed is, I think it's going to get to the point where America is just going to give women free housing. It's going to be more feasible to just give women free housing and wait for the men to compete for her pussy by buying nicer houses, nicer clothes, nicer cars, nicer towels, nicer shoes, nicer bathrooms, nicer fucking better painted walls. Because every club owner knows if you're a club owner, how do you make money? To get people
you get people to come in, right?
How you get in?
You get bitches there. You get hot bitches.
You stand them out fucking side and turn into a fucking brothel with music playing. Yeah.
And charge the men double and women not at all.
And women are free. Yeah, women get in for free. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you get the money. So my opinion is, I think where America's headed is it's gonna become more feasible to just give women free housing and watch the men compete for it.
Oh man.
What do you think?
I mean, can't women already get free housing? in America?
They
I
can.
don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
They can, but a lot of times they have to have children, like a kid or like some type of drug problem. If you don't have a kid or drug problem, then it's going to be a bit. You can still do it, but you got a lot. You got to manipulate the paperwork just right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it is. But still, okay, they're going to give it to a woman before they give it to a man, simply because there's more money in women.
Yes.
They can get more money out of women than they can out of men. And I was telling my girl, it's there's money in you, but it's not because you're going to build it personally and directly. There's money in it because your existence and guys want to fuck you. That's where the money comes out at. You know, because now next thing you know, you got guys taking her out to eat, trying to buy nicer clothes, trying to get a nicer car, trying to get you nicer this, and trying to drink better expensive beer, whatever they think is going to impress the woman. And that's just bringing the workforce to her for existing.
Yeah.
They haven't do anything, just exist as a woman and wait.
Yeah. Yeah. Island just said my dad used to own a nightclub. They always let women in for free, and then the men come in and spend money. Yeah.
Yeah. Because all the guys are going to come in there and try to buy her a drink.
Yep.
Buy her 2 drinks, keep her, and all. Yeah.
Exactly. I don't give women money. They're strong and independent, or so they keep telling me they can buy their own stuff. Yeah, no, they can't, dude. They fucking can't. Dude, I love it when it's like, it's gotten to the point where it's like I even see these Instagram influencers, I don't know, whatever, and it'll be on like a website I'm looking at or whatever. It's like, I just bought my first house. It's like, bitch, that's from money that you took from men by showing your tits or your feet or selling your farts in a jar or whatever. You didn't fucking work for that. And anytime I see that from any woman now, that if they bought something big like a house, like I put cash down for this house or some shit like that, I'm like, all right, bitch, what did you do on the side? Yeah, whose dick did you suck? Like where did you get that money from? Because I know you didn't get it yourself. I know you didn't buy that shit yourself. And it's getting to the point now where it's any woman. It could be a fat fucking land whale, and I'm like, some dude still bought that shit for you. Someone did. I don't know. That's just
guy somewhere. Who had money, sent you a bunch of. You know what, man? I still remember this one time. Me and my girl was riding up. Just before I had my car here, we was riding up on the tram, and there was this girl on the tram. She had like the Apple Watch, the iPhone, all Apple shit, and fucking, and she was dressed. She had on perfect heels, perfect coat. I tell my girl, that's a hooker. Said, how you know? I said, because one, like you said, she's too young to have that kind of money.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. And to an extent, right? But where it comes full circle is why I made the conclusion. Okay, either A, which I don't think this is true, just by how she was carrying herself. The confidence.
Mm-hmm.
She carried herself as if she was totally comfort in being independent with it, if that makes sense. Like, okay, because you got to remember these checkaway. Okay, you got to remember two things. One, electronics are going to be at least I say anywhere from 10 to 30% more expensive here than they'll be in the US, right?
Oh, wow.
On top of that, the wages are probably around probably a little less than half of what they are in the US. So it's that much more difficult for them to get Apple shit, right?
Okay.
So either her parents had, but what threw me off was her her confidence and how she was just like, she's not afraid to lose it, because she can just go out there and get it again. Because with the girls who come into money like that, like from her parents, that could be a little iffy, but my spidey sense was telling me that was a hooker. I could just, because I spent time in Show Park, dude, the brothel here. I've seen, because the girls, the young girls, they'll be 23, 24, they'll be in college, whatever the fuck, and they'll come in there. You gotta remember, this is over in in the US. Tommy Hilfiger is not a big deal in the US, but over here, it's kind of a big deal.
Okay.
So these girls are coming over. They'll come to work in the brothels with all this expensive shit on, all this Tommy Guess, Calvin Klein. Over here, Tommy Guess and Calvin Klein is still a big deal. In the US, that shit died out fucking 20 years ago.
Yeah.
But over here, it's like, oh my God, you got on Tommy. It's just still. And they walk in with this shit like, and they proud like, yeah, bitch, like you in here gagging for dicks for that shit. Like, we all know what you're doing. And it's cool. It's not, admirable. You gagging on dicks for this shit in the rooms. Yeah.
Yeah, and
I think it's a little harder in the US. Go for it. What's up?
I was just gonna say, like, but hey, if that's what you want to do, yeah, okay. Hey, you do what you want to do, bitch. It's your life and everything like that. But then when you hit that dang old wall that just keeps sneaking up on you, and it's gonna be rough for you, and dudes don't want to marry a bitch that's had trains run on them or like been gagging on 50 dicks a night. A night. Yeah. And so, and this kind of actually, I think, still ties into the can women really love thing is like, I mean, there's been scientific proof shown of this. It's like the more partners that a woman has, the less she can like attach to you. Not attach, but like, you know what I mean? Be like, shit, I can't think of the word, but like,
pair bond.
Thank you. Yeah, like they can't, they just literally can't do it anymore, and they'll always that hypergamous thing will always be there, especially because it's like, well, I can go get this other dick, or I can get this other guy who's got more money, and like
they never learn. They never have to learn how to, we'll become just a decent human at the end.
Yeah, of the day. And it goes back to that, like, yeah, exactly, just being a fucking a good person. What is that?
It takes just too much work. Yeah, you trying to do that?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Like, I actually have to like think about things, and I got to think of the future. Can't think fucking 5 feet in front of their face, dude. So
that's gross.
Yeah.
Dead House. Sorry.
Yeah. You want to read? No, go ahead.
Oh yeah, Dead House. Yeah, he says it all started back in the 50s with women buying little extra junk on grocery day. The husband didn't notice, but the market did. It's why they got put into the the workforce in the first place.
Huh.
Well, I can see that. Yeah. Because the workforce thing came that came from the wars, right? Like when all the men had to go off to war and women had to go off and work, and
they were like in the factories and shit. Yeah. Well, and also, from what I think about it is that it was all for corporations being able to like get more money, and taxing more, and for the government to tax more. That's it. Because when you have 50% of the population not paying taxes, not going out and buying useless shit or whatever, clothes and handbags and fucking, what else did you say? Better paint on the wall.
yeah. Anything that'll make you stand out. Yeah.
Yeah, your fucking floral pattern shit on your wall. But yeah, that it wasn't for fucking women's rights or some shit like that. No. You break it down, it's for money. They wanted more money. They don't. The corporations and the government doesn't give a fuck about giving you bitches rights and shit like that. Yeah. They don't care. To me, that's what it was all about. So. Yeah. But I mean, it ties into what Dead House said here. Yeah,
Well,
they
yeah,
noticed.
yeah. At some point, yeah, they got to find a way to make a living, and they had to analyze all the data. And I'm sure they found out, like, wait a minute, there's a whole lot of these pink dresses being bought between the hours of 5 and 7. What the fuck is this? And they circled that shit and worked from there. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. How do we monopolize on this?
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh
Make
man.
something shiny and pink or pastel and motherfuckers.
Oh, thank you, 5 Years of Freedom. I appreciate that.
I love how Scotty's so hard. Yeah.
Hardcore.
Word up.
Oh man. Let's what is this? Tommy Hilwiger.
Oh my God. Yeah, Tommy, Tommy over here. So like I remember I tell everybody this story, man. When I first came here,
yeah, tell us.
I needed a shirt, right? Because I didn't pack a lot of shit. And I went walking down the center and I went, because I'm not trying to spend a lot of money. I went, shoo, it's a Tommy store. This shouldn't be too expensive.
Oh no.
And I walked in, yo, the motherfucker charged like $80 for a shirt. I'm like, are you serious? Tommy shit. Like that shit died in America. That shit's been dead for 20. That shit's Tommy's is I'm not trying to like knock Tommy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause it's still a good quality, but in America, like as far as like a fashion statement, dude. As far as a fashion statement, that shit's been dead and buried for 20 years. But it's still not bad quality by no means. But
yeah.
But that's been dead and buried for 2. Actually, I got my shirts. I got some shirts and underwear I bought. Well, you could probably see that. I don't know, but I just got some. So here's the weird part about Czech Republic. So I got these Hugo Boss t-shirts and I got some Hugo Boss underwear, right? So so y'all can see that. So I got these t-shirts and some underwear sitting in my baby crib. Y'all see that? It's in that bag.
Oh
right?
shit.
So but here's the crazy part though. Clothes are so okay. One, we don't have Burlington coat factories or anything like that over here, right?
Yeah.
Clothes are so expensive. Because look, it was so crazy. I had to call my because she's so pregnant, she just couldn't even walk around. She wasn't even in the mood to walk around with me, so I just went by myself to go buy it. And I called her. I said, "Am I missing something?" Because I checked all the clothing stores, and the price is about the same for all this shit. And she's like, yeah, it's Czech Republic. Yeah, you're gonna spend about okay. So this was so y'all can see the price tag. Wait, is it too bright? It's too bright. Yeah, 1,200 crowns, 1,200 Czech crowns, right? For 3 t-shirts. And here's the thing: H&M t-shirts would have been about the same. You know, all like the the more like I say more like normal brand names would have been. There's no difference in the price. So it's like at that point, you might as well go ahead and just get the expensive shit. They don't like their prices here don't make sense at all. They just don't make clothing. They don't make sense. So I just bought all Hugo Boss shit again. Much better quality than the H&M shit. The stitch pattern is it just feels better in the hand. So I just bought it. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, man.
But it's still like $50 for like 3 t-shirts.
Damn.
Yeah. Because now this t-shirt was a cheap t-shirt I bought a long time ago. As soon as you wash it, it feels like you like sitting like this, right? Because it doesn't fit right. Like it's all fucked up. So if you don't want that feeling, you just gotta spend that price range for them.
Yeah.
This is weird over here. At least as far as I know. It's weird.
That is funky.
Because they don't have Burlington and they don't have like regular clothing stores. There's no TJ Maxx out here, none of that shit like that. You just go buy some t-shirts for about $25 real quick.
Yeah.
No, it ain't. They don't got that.
Wow. Yeah, I get like packs of just like black or white shirts. I think they're Hanes or something like that, Yeah,
some good old Hanes. Yeah.
And it's I mean, now it's probably like $25, but it was like you get 5 shirts for like $20. You know, you get a pack of 5.
It's $50 for 3. Yeah.
Fuck that, dude. God damn it.
But here's the thing, and this is what used to fuck with me when I first came here, is you would think that they would have more. You would think that they would have more. You would think it would be more relaxed over here because they know who's making these shirts.
Right.
they know the slave wages they're being paid. Whereas America, we could be a little more ignorant because we're so far away, and that alone, we could be more ignorant. Like, oh, I don't care. We can pull. You would think it would be opposite, but in reality, it's more expensive over here because you would think the people over here would go, oh, you're outsourcing this shit to India, to Bangladesh, whatever. You're outsourcing this shit, and it's slave labor, so we're not going to buy it, until we make sure you pay more. You would think that's how, but it doesn't work that way. They fuel this shit out here, and it's nothing you can do if you want to quality shit. My dad's coming in 2 days. I would have had him bring some shit out, but he's got so much going on. I don't even want to like flood his brain with it.
Yeah.
It's really fucked up, man. It really is.
That's crazy. Yeah. Wow. That's I don't know. This guy was talking to you.
Ashley. Yeah. Hey, Austria, I love your content all the way from London. I'm 17 and there's a girl in my college that's a 10 out of 10 and she called me attractive.
And then he said,
okay, I chased her for 7 months, but last week, as soon as I started to focus on myself and she saw me acting on set, started to show interest in me. What do you think I should do? Talk to her. No matter what you say, just talk to her.
Get her number. Don't text her a lot. Make set dates.
Yep. I agree with John. Go wild. That was my first thought. Just walk up to her. Just ask her for a number.
Yeah. Be direct.
Yeah. That was going. Yeah, that's what I would say. But here's the thing: at 17, like I get it, dude. At 17, like that's a scary part of life.
Yes, it is. I remember. Yeah. I was awkward as fuck, dude. And oh my god, dude. Okay, this just randomly popped in my head.
Mm-hmm.
How different do you think your life would be if you and I? Let's take both of our lives. Mm-hmm. We know what we know now. Back when we were fucking 17. Oh my god, I would. Jeez, my life would be completely different. It would be.
Yeah.
I'd have so many bitches. I'd have a lot more money. I would have had no girlfriends ever. Yeah. What do you think? How do you think your life would? I know that's a lot to take in. It's a lot to think about, but yeah.
I mean, because I don't have I'm not saying you have regrets, but I'm like personally speaking, like I don't have a lot of regrets because it's just because I had a call last night with a guy from my channel and we were talking about kind of this area where it's like some of it just has to come with time. Some of the growth just you can't speed rush it. You just have to go through it. But knowing what I know now at 17, well, of course it'll be better because I would know.
Yeah.
But to be on my side of it, like the only way I would say it could be better is because I could probably work a job, but on the back end, like I don't want to work a job. I don't know. That's a hard question. That really is.
It is. I know it's a lot to think. Yeah. A lot to think about. I mean, because I don't regret what I did. I didn't know. You're a totally different person 20 years ago. I was a totally different person 10 years ago. You're always changing, you're always evolving, you're always learning. So, but yeah, I don't know. That's a lot to think about.
Yeah,
it's a lot to think about, man.
Let's see what. Let me go take a bathroom break, and I'm gonna grab another beer, and I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'll go through some comments here and stuff.
Okay, cool.
So, cool. I'd pay money to see Saunders ripped on Yao. What? Oh my god. Fucking Sanders. Where is that fucker? That's probably too early. He's probably still fucking passed out drunk. Stacking it, Scotty. I'm always stacking it, dude. Always trying to get him drunker. Who? Trying to get who drunker? Saunders? Flanders? Yeah. I'm just on his stream and saw his eyes lit up. I wish I could give all my knowledge to my 16-year-old self. I would look like a pro bodybuilder and be rich as hell. That's another thing. I totally forgot about that, Hermit, is I would have totally gotten into the bodybuilding, weightlifting way younger. Like I would have started then, and I would have started hard and like, let's fucking lift heavy and hell yeah, dude. Listen, that'd be nuts. He was fired up last night as is, and then added Yao on top of that. Can you hear her Nature Boy yet? Can you hear Nature Boy yet? If I could be 17 again, I wouldn't have spent so much Bitcoin on Silk Road. Okay. Good topic. Thank you. Let's see. He does. Hermit is big. Yellow. He's asleep in bed like a big bear. Yeah, I figured. Thanks. Since I'm 17, I'm going to focus on myself, but sometimes these pretty women can be. Yeah, Ashley. Here we go. Yeah, Ashley. I know, man. It's when you're 17 and look, I'll tell a story, dude. I got involved when I was 17 with some, gothy bitch at my school. She was a little hoe. She was a fucking tramp, dude. But you know what she did, Ashley? Because she did things that other girls had never done. She was like really freaky, wanted to be tied up and all that kind of shit, and all super submissive. Like she was the first girl I was with that like completely shaved her cooch, so it was like hairless cooch, and I'd never seen that before. And I was like, whoa. And I was like, that's awesome. I like that. And just a total fucking freak, and she knew what the fuck she was doing, AD. She knew that this is how I get boys to love me, is I give them the fucking pussy, then they'll do anything I want. And it worked on me, dude. It worked on me. Ashley, seriously, like, just watch yourself. Like, if you want to fuck her, go for it, but just be fucking careful, bro. Really. I started weights 5 days ago. My arms feel like they're going to fall off. Perfect. Good. Yeah. Good. Awesome.
Yeah, take the frustration and the thoughts out on any other hobby. That's my opinion.
Yeah. Because, dude, I mean, bitches at your age, they're gonna love bomb you. They're gonna try and take advantage as much as possible. Sorry, what were you saying?
Those girls are gonna fuck with guys from 7. When they're girls 17, they're gonna be flirting, talking. Hank, if you think she's cute, you're not the only guy on earth who thinks she's cute.
Yeah.
That's the hard thing to really accept in the world. Just because, okay, see, here's the thing. So back when me and Scotty were your age, this is before the internet was a thing. We didn't have Instagram and all this shit, right?
Nope.
So I currently like to use Zoe Kravitz as an example. The bitch who played Catwoman in the Batman movie.
Okay.
Lenny Kravitz's daughter, right? I like to use her as an example, which that sounds kind of brutal because I'm saying like somebody's daughter, but I use her. Okay, she's cute, but she's not like, in my opinion, Zoe Kravitz is not mainstream. She's not like Amber Heard attractive. She's not like, for example, let's say Megan Fox in her prime. She's not like Megan, but Zoe Kravitz is that girl who would be down the street from you. You would kind of see her and be like, I think she's cute. And on top of that, 20 years ago, you would have been like, I think I'm the only one who thinks she's cute because she looks a little weird. You see what I'm saying? Like when she gets to moving and walking and talking, like something about her just isn't right. Like something's like a little, like it's not like hot. Like she's a hot average bitch, right? Like Patrice O'Neal said, like Angelina Jolie is a fine ass, all right looking bitch. Zoe Kravitz has like the addition of makeup to help it out.
Yeah.
Like at her core, like she's not like a goddess for see nowadays that word is getting thrown around a lot because
Yeah.
porn and there's a lot see, and this is what I think a lot of guys don't understand. There a lot of sensitivity has been taken down from just actual beauty in women.
Yeah.
She's just cute. I can imagine her gagging on my dick, and that makes her a 10 out of 10 because we've seen porn. But 20 years ago, we didn't have that same situation. What do you got? What do you think? Am I sure?
Yeah. No. I think you're exactly right. She's okay. If we're going with like the Patrice scale, which is
0 to 30, right?
Yeah. 0 to 30. Yeah. I mean, she's fine, you know, and like you say, she takes a bath and she's skinny. She's skinny and took a bath. And in America, that makes her a fucking 8 out of 10.
Automatically.
You know? Yeah. Right. Auto 8 out of 10. And so look at what Deadhouse said. I bet she has one bony ass. Yeah, let's go back up here. I mean, she's got a cute little butt.
It's not bad.
It's fine.
She's all right. She's all right.
It's fine. And you can tell she's short. She's short as shit, it looks like. Yeah. Which I like. I like. I love the petite. The little brown bitches is what I like, man.
Yeah.
But
she's all right. She's all right.
She's fine. But okay, let's
she's
try.
Not ugly.
No, huh? She has a very square. There was one here where she looked like a man. Like that looks like a man to me, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like getting a bit. Yeah. There's almost like a Quagmire shit going on.
Yeah. Oh no! Now I can't unsee it.
But it's
like. Oh no.
Well, you know, but she's not ugly. You know, like you can do a lot worse than her on a slow night. Let's put it like that, right?
Oh yeah,
do a lot worse than her on a slow night. Okay, that's a great picture right there.
Yeah, but she's got the long hair too. It's like she looks feminine here, you know, and so that's 8 out of 10 in America automatically.
Automatically, yeah.
But let's try the 0 to 30. So automatically, I think she's in the I8. So she's between a 10 and a 20, right?
I say I would give her high teens.
Yeah, I would give her. I'd give her like an 18.
Yeah,
I'd go 18.
Yeah, I agree with you. I say high teens.
Yeah. Especially if she kept the longer hair and kept herself skinny. But yeah, how old is she now?
How
old is she now?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Let's say age. Oh, I'm looking at images. Whoops. 33. Okay. Yeah. So she's not too bad for 33.
Yeah. But... especially in America, she's great for 33.
Oh yeah. Whoa, what the fuck is going on here? No, it's not bad. All right, whatever.
The hair looked a little fucked up at first.
Yeah, I was like, she's got
out a bit. This is
bad
angle.
Yeah, she got like a Bjork thing going on here. Yeah. So
20, I say like 20. Okay, back when 20 years ago, we were like, I was like 16, you were like 18. 20 years ago, before Instagram, before OnlyFans, we would have seen a girl like that, and we in Ohio, I would have thought I was the only one who knew she existed. Like she would have. I would have secretly thought that she was my secret crush, and no other guy seen her, kind of thing.
Yeah. And okay, so even that bitch that I was talking about, that goth bitch, it's like, okay, so she was love bombing me and all that kind of shit, you know?
Yeah.
And back then I was like, oh, she's just into me only.
Yeah.
Now I'd be like, who else are you fucking bitch? Like who else are you doing this to? Because I know I'm not the only motherfucker whose dick you're sucking. All right. Yeah. Like I know this, you know, and I would have treated her accordingly in that way. But because I was young and I didn't fucking know, I was like, oh, she's all about me. So I treated her differently, you know. Now I'd have just been like, oh, you're just good for fucking around. Yeah. Like, yeah, come over, you're gonna fucking suck my dick and then leave. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Okay.
But anyway, sorry. What was that?
No, go ahead. Because I'm drinking, man. So I'm probably cutting you off. So I apologize for that, man.
No,
I'm
no,
drinking.
you're good.
It's like what 11. It's like 11 a.m. there now. What time is it there?
Almost noon. Yeah.
Man, because I'm drinking, so I'm probably cutting you off, man. I don't want to be like that rude, like complete rude ass motherfucker on you. You know what I'm saying? So go for it. Huh?
No, I was done. And you are not cutting me off. You are all good, man.
Okay.
We did not know this Scotty back then. Yeah, it was a different Scotty back in the day. I'll tell you.
Oh yeah, 20 years ago. Yeah, man.
Man. And like you were saying, dude, it's like just the internet wasn't around. Yeah, you didn't know this stuff.
Yeah,
like, you didn't have all these YouTube channels. You didn't have most of the guys that I ran across too were all fucking blue pill, fucking
hoping for a princess.
Yeah, they're all wieners and shit like that. and so you had none of this experience, guys. Like you were told to always treat the girls nice and blah 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 and all this stuff. And like nowadays, that kind of bitch, because of how I know her now, it's like I know she would have liked me just grabbing the back of her head and like shoving my cock down her fucking throat. Yeah. You know, she would have loved that, but I didn't do that because like, oh, you don't treat girls like that.
Yeah.
So you just a different time, dude.
That's a weird dynamic that plays out too. Was it Riggs Jr. says, product of a single mom with no dietary control. I'm slowly correcting the problem. They eat like absolute shit.
Yeah.
Where you at, Riggs? You in the US? Where you at?
Yeah, he is.
He's in the US.
He's one of my regulars. He comes into the chat all the time. But
okay. Right on.
Yeah. So I think they were talking about like bulking up and working out and stuff. So but anyway.
That shit, man.
Yeah.
Diet is just god fucking awful in America, man. It really is.
Tell me about it. But yeah, sounded like you were gonna say something like it was a different time back then, and
well, it was a totally different. It really here, and I say this all the time on my channel. You know, women's weakness is success. Like once they get once they get any kind of success, it really hurts it hurts them in the long run. Once she knows she's physically attractive, well, now she's a cunt. Once she knows she can, is she like women don't handle power well.
No. And that's why in my experience, it's like if you find a woman that has been humbled, especially multiple times in her life where she's been humbled, those are the best women, dude, because they've seen what it's like, oh, I need to keep my shit together because it's not always going to be there. I can't always rely on it. Goes back to, I got to be a decent fucking human being. You know,
that's the last resort to survive.
Yeah, it is the last resort, and it takes work. And that's the problem. And that's why I think a lot of guys will go for like the fatter chicks, is because the fat chicks have been humbled at some point. Some of them are still,
at some point,
some of them are still on Instagram, like, oh, I'm the fucking hot shit, because you got simp guys like, oh, you're so beautiful, I want you, baby. But they've still been humbled at some point where it's like, bitch, you're fat, like get the fuck out of my face, and like I don't want you because you're fucking fat. And so when a woman has been humbled like that, I think that's when you can have a conversation with them.
That'll usually be the better conversation. Women will never recover from the internet. They've been exposed, and there's no putting genie back in the bottle. Yeah. I agree with that, Deadhouse. With Instagram, I'm pretty sure anytime a woman became a ruler, they're the most tyrannical dictators ever. Yeah, it never ends well. When a woman's in power, it very, very rarely ends well. When it's just, especially just her, very rarely.
Javi?
Like, what's up, Javi? Yeah, like 80 always says his channel, all women have fragile. Yeah, that fragile.
Oh, big time. Yeah. I love how they shit on guys for having fragile egos. It's like, you bitches can't even take 2 fucking put downs, 2 letdowns in a single day without losing your mind.
dude.
Yeah, like.
Don't even get me fucking started on it.
Oh
Me
yeah,
and my girl, man. We had a talk today about it. And okay, with me and my girl, it's kind of a good thing, but again, you never really know. Because I don't trust woman's nature. I
right,
trust her, but I don't trust woman's nature.
right.
Uh, wait, oh shit, I lost my train of thought. Okay. Anyway, if I bring up anything about, okay, first, like my girlfriend now, she could not handle me bringing up anything about being married before. If I would bring up about being married before, she would just get like, she was just like fucked up. Because okay, here's the thing. I think it kind of fits into her like her daddy issues type of thing, right? Because like she wants to feel like she's enough in all ways, every ways. And so like I slowly have to I slowly have to seep out the information. Like, look, like, yeah, you're great. You're a great partner, but there's going to hit a point where you're just not going to be enough for me for whatever the fucking reason is. It doesn't have to be sex because I'm just tired of looking at you, whatever the fuck. And like, and I have to keep sprinkling. But even, dude, she's even having a hard. Well, she's pregnant now, but she's having a hard time. Like, they can't handle. It's almost. It's a weird thing. It's like they don't want to be number one, but it temporarily destroys them to figure out that they're not ever going to be number one for you.
Yeah.
It's a weird fucking sphere of issues, of women's mental issues.
Yeah.
You have a problem? You ever had that problem? Like,
kind of. Like that Japanese girl. Go back to her.
Yeah.
I literally told her, like, before we even started dating, like we made it official. I was like, you are like fourth in my life. It's like family, friends, my band, and you.
The cat, the dog.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's like I got this cat in my apartment that's not even mine, and that cat's putting you, I don't know.
Yeah.
But
on
yeah,
it's day, you might be able to catch up to Whiskers.
Yeah.
But otherwise,
Whiskers is beating you out, bitch. But putting it there and putting her there, it made her act right.
Yeah, that's how it works.
It goes back to that. I had to keep her humbled. I had to keep her humbled.
Mm-hmm.
I had to put her there. Okay. Because if you put the bitch up there, she's gonna take advantage of that. And she's gonna take advantage of you and take advantage of that, and it's gonna be hell. You're gonna be miserable, she's gonna be miserable.
Yeah.
And it's just gonna go to shit because you didn't lead. You didn't put her in her place. Mm-hmm. You gotta do it. That's the only time that they're happy, is when you put them in their place.
And that's where my friend is right now. The friend whose wife cheated on him. That's where because, like I said, because he expects the best out of people. So it's almost like I don't want to say he's in that boat, but because they're a little more realistic over here with the cultures, but he loves her too much. And I don't want to change him with it. I don't want to change him. I don't want to try to well, why are you doing it? I don't want to do that to him. Yeah. But like he loves her too much. And and I'm sharing this on here. Like, dude. And I told my girl, because we talked, because we all talked, we all had a video chat. It was me, him, and my girl. We was all talking, and so he knows that she knows and all stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I never shared it with him, but I told her I never cared for it. I never cared for his wife. One, and then two, I think that he always handled her poorly because he loves too much. Yep. You see what I'm saying? Like he makes it like okay. I'm the type of dude who can handle that, right? Because I was giving my girl this other example, right? So I hope I don't name blast motherfuckers. I've been drinking, so if I do name blast motherfuckers, my bad. If I do say something, I've been drinking. But okay, there's a good friend of mine that another good friend of mine, he thinks that he's gay, right? I know he's not gay. When I met him, I know what that is. He's not gay. This motherfucker just grew up with a mother, and it's in him to kind of be
Mm,
more, like caring as a man type of thing like that. He's not gay.
yeah.
He's not. I have no doubt in my mind he's not gay. But that guy would have been exactly what I would have been if my mom hadn't died when I was younger. Because the reason why I'm so bold and ridiculous and loud and shit is because I didn't grow up, but my adulthood years were without a mother, so all that got washed out of me. But the reason why I keep him around is to remind me what I could have been if my mom hadn't died. Like not in a negative light, but just to remind me of what I really am. Like in another universe, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I completely forgot my fucking train of thought because I've been drinking too fucking much and smoking. but fuck, what the fuck were we talking about?
Yeah, you were saying that he loves too much. He was loving her too much.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's so true. Because I've done that. Yeah, I've done it too. And like, I've loved women in the past that I've been with, and I did, but it's they don't love the way we do.
Yeah.
It's just completely different. And it's fine. That's their nature. It's how it is. We have our nature, they have their nature. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And the older I'm getting, the more I'm tapping into that, like, look, I am a guy. This is how it is, and I have no shame about it. Like,
yeah.
Look, the first time I met you, like I was attracted to you because you looked good somehow, and I wanted to fuck you. That was it. It was an instinctual, like, I want to bone that bitch.
I want to bend you over and watch you.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I want to pull your hair. I want to fucking leave my handprint on your ass and everything like that. I want to dominate you. I want to fucking dominate you. I do. It's just it is how it is. But the thing is, and then bitches don't realize is that we will. That's just our initial thing, and women will that first time they're like, oh, I'm so in love with him. I love him so much, like immediately. It takes time for us to really start to roll into that, like, oh, she's actually okay. When we've hung out a little bit and we've fucked her a couple times, and she's actually not that bad. And so, and that's there's a big difference there. It's like, it takes time especially for me. But when I get there, it's like, I love deeply when it's been that long.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Oh, yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that you love deeply once you made it over the hill. Once you made it over the hill of like testing her loyalty. Am I understanding correctly?
Yeah, and if she's been cool, and she's just a decent human being, and she keeps staying a decent human being. Then
the only thing I'd add to it is remember you still dealing with a lion.
Exactly. And no. And I didn't mean to make it sound like I forget that stuff.
Yeah, right.
Because I don't. I understand that now. But back then, when I was the 17-year-old, oh hell no. Yeah, because she did, dude. She found some other dude that she got infatuated with, and then dropped me like nothing.
Oh yeah.
And like, we had been fucking around for a few years, and so it's like, I was so into her. I was like, oh my God, I like her so much, and blah, blah, blah. And then she just gone. And like, and you're sitting there like, what the fuck? Like, I thought you were so into me, and all blah, blah, blah. No.
Yeah.
No. And I get it, and it sucks, guys. It sucks, but that old saying, it is what it is, and it happens. It can happen at any time. So,
Mhm. And like the ultimate hard part is for guys to have to. Okay, and I will admit this. At some point, guys do kind of live in this. They do live in this false reality for a long time.
yeah,
And it's not really okay, but the false reality is not based off any logic of the actual interaction with the person. It's kind of built off of what the man automatically and okay, men and women do it because but I think the difference is, and this is why I say in my videos, I think women in the long run do have it harder because women actually do get to fuck a bunch of different guys. Whereas
yeah.
like guys don't get to fuck a bunch of different girls, in the
Mm.
early, it's harder for us to do it. I'm not gonna say all
Yes.
guys like, but okay, it's definitely harder for a man to get around.
Right.
So I think in the long run, it is harder for women because every woman can be used as being the side hoe. Every woman can be used as that.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna, especially if she has a tight little butt and some jeans. Nobody's gonna kick her out of bed,
Right.
Which is going to be much easier in the beginning, but later on is where she's going to have the issues. But when it comes to, go for it. What's up?
I was going to say, it's just because she never had to learn that.
Yeah,
she never
had.
Right. She didn't have to think of, oh, I got to think about shit. I got to be a decent person. I have to not rely on my fucking pussy and my tight jeans and my ass.
Yeah.
And
that'll
exactly.
get her by for the first. I say after she hits, I say to be real about it, when you're in high school and all, I say pretty much after the age of, I say on average, let's just say 15, 16 till I say 32, 33, all she has to rely on is how well her jeans fit.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
And that'll get her through life. That's the leading force.
Yeah. Getting laid is easy. Go to any dive bar with a fistful of dollars and a pocket full of blow, and you will find tons of girls looking to make mistakes. Yeah, and see, that's the other thing. Like I've said that so many times before. It's like I could go to a bar and I can go pick up a fucking land whale. That's not hard for me. It's not hard to get laid, but I don't like that. I don't want that, and I don't do drugs. So, apparently, it's a little easier to get hot bitches if you got what they call party favors.
Yeah. If you had below, if you had below, okay. See, over here, it's definitely a little easier than where I was in Ohio to get it over here, man.
Really?
Friend of mine, oh yeah, it's really easy. But it's not like the same quantity like it was when I was in South America. You get you get a lot of that shit, delivered like a pizza. But over here, it honestly is kind of embarrassing. But okay, in my position as a black dude with that, it's like, okay, it's like guaranteed at that point.
Yeah.
And I told my girl this, man, when it comes to doing something like blow, isn't what blow? That's like the slang name. But because I don't know if you want me to say the word on your channel to get
I don't give a fuck.
Caption and shit, the cat pick it and hurt your channel. But yeah, man, that shit is like, it is super casual, dude. But the thing is, it snowballs into an addiction because it's so casual. I say it's nothing more than a cup of fucking coffee, right? But you get so used to doing it. This shit, and on top of it, because when you drink coffee, well, your belly's getting full. But if you're just sniffing coffee, well, you're not really getting full, right?
Right.
So it'll end up snowballing into this whole addiction thing. But bitches love it. I don't know. I think they love it because they know it's illegal.
Yeah.
Bitches love it. Yeah. If you got that, with them. Huh?
It'll help keep them skinny too. I think probably right. Yeah. I don't know. I've never done it, so I don't know what it's like. So, yeah. So, I'm thinking of opening up to have some people come in for a minute.
Go for it, man. Yeah.
If you want to, I'm going to start winding it down, but I will throw the StreamYard link in the chat right now. So if you want to talk, if you have any questions or anything for AD Austria Dick here,
Scotty side.
or Scotty side, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ashley, I gotta agree here. Like, let's go back to what he said. I don't want to believe love is not real, bro. Hopefully my soulmate is out there. In London, every single girl's a hoe, man. I give up on love.
Because you looking for it, man.
Yeah, it's
the trick is, as a man, you can't look for it. Love. Okay, as a man, you don't have that privilege. And this is a shitty part, in my opinion. The woman chooses who she ends up loving, right? Now,
Yeah.
and then it's your choice to pick between who you want for whatever reason. It can be tons of reasons. But the thing is, as a man, if you're looking for love, that's gonna be rough. You have to grow those calluses to not give a fuck anymore.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. In my opinion, that takes time. What do you think, man? That's my opinion on it.
That's exactly what I was going to say. It's like, you can't look, you got to learn to be able to just walk away from something in 5 fucking seconds. You have to be able to do that. And I've done that with girlfriends in the past too, where I've told them, it's like, look, if you cheat or we end up breaking up, it's like, it's gonna suck, sure, but I'm gonna move on. Like, I just got to move on. And every bitch is like, well, shit, I don't want to fucking end it then, because they need some kind of emotional thing from you to be able to walk away. They can't just like step off and be like, oh, that was that. They can't do that, dude. So you gotta, as much as I hate to say it, there is a power structure in any relationship with a woman. So you talking about love and all this shit, it's not what you think it is. I'm sorry, it's not. And you got to be able to just walk away from what you love in 2 fucking seconds. Otherwise, she's gonna rule you, or anything's gonna rule you if you give it too much love. Like you said, you can't love too much.
Yeah,
you can't. Dude.
Well, okay. Yeah, I wanted to end that. I'm sorry for interrupting, but I wanted to end that, man. You can't love too much. Okay. So how I wanted to end that was this, man.
Okay.
It's okay. It's okay to love.
Yes.
I don't want to sound like it's not okay to love, but it's how it's who knows it as a man, right? So as a man, okay, because me and my girl right now, like, I have a lot of love for her, dude. But how I handle her, for me and my relationship right now, she's going to have a kid on the set. Well, the date is the 17th. But how I handle her is, and how I've handled her up to this point is that my life is happy, and it's happier without you, and I'm chilling, whatever the fuck, and you just happen to be along as long as you act right. Right. Now, I do have a lot of love for her in terms of being in a relationship, because since I've handled her that way, it's brought brought her to the conclusion that she might be missing out on something, so she has to put in an effort to stay around. Man. And she would hate to admit this shit. She would be mad. I know if she's watching, she's probably mad at me for admitting this shit, but she knows she cannot say I'm fucking lying, because women do not do things righteously out of the pureness of their own fucking heart. They do it because they've been driven to. Yeah. Right. So it's your job to figure out how you can drive, whatever woman you get to stay around, how you can drive her to that point.
Man, right? That's such a good way of putting it. Thank you. That's fuck, man. That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
So I have a lot of love I really do. Like I really do. But at the same instance, And we talk about this shit. Like I openly tell her, being emotionally open with your spouse, that's a woman's privilege. That's not my privilege. That's your privilege as a woman. That not you, Scotty, but my wife, but like that's the woman's privilege. See, she can be that open emotionally, and it's fine as long as I handle it properly. But if I get openly emotional, oh well, it's all going to shit.
Because right.
Huh?
Exactly. Like who's gonna deal with it? Who's gonna handle it?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So and that's really it. Yeah. So she can always text. So okay, so she can text me, 10 times a day, and I can choose to write back, choose not to write back, whatever the fuck, however I decide. See, it's fine. She can let go. That's her privilege. But as a man, you don't have that privilege.
Yeah.
Ever. As between man and woman. No, you don't have it. Don't believe any fucking dingbat feminist bitch. None of them. All right, because they'll say, "Oh, we're all equal," or other counselors and therapists. We need to communicate what you mean. No, that's bullshit. I'm a clinical mental health disability counselor. I'm telling you, that's bullshit. By the time we have to tell you that, you already lost. It's over. You ain't getting her back. All right.
Yeah.
How you keep her is fucking. You have to regulate how much. Okay, you as a man, you must regulate what she's seeing out of you and how much you're putting into the relationship and how much you care. And the hard part is, see, guys, you think that as a man, especially when you're younger, but myself, speaking of myself, when I was younger, I thought that if I put in more effort, then a woman would see I put in effort, and we would all be a happy family.
Yep.
Doesn't work like that. It don't work like that.
No. And that was something that I think you and I both had to learn the hard way.
Yeah.
We got the scars for it. We went that route, and then we're like, well, this shit doesn't fucking work. This isn't real. Do you know Hiramito Musashi?
I think. Can you put it up on the thing real quick?
I'd have to add him to the stream before I can.
Okay.
Well,
that's
let's just do it.
That's out of my ballpark. Yeah. I don't know what that is. Okay.
Hello, welcome.
Hello. Konbanwa.
Konbanwa.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
What's going on? Are you actually from Japan?
No.
From Japan, yes. Yes.
No, you aren't. Are you? You're not.
Come from Japan, yes. Kyoto.
Kyoto. Okay.
No, he's playing. Is he serious right now? He's motherfucking playing.
I'm not playing. Why you treat me this way? You don't understand.
Because you're English. You know why? Because I'm a fucking foreigner, and I know how to tell between the adverbs and verbs and how well you're using them. You're playing, right?
Hajimemashite, konbanwa.
Yeah, you playing. Yeah.
I'm not playing with anybody. How dare you insult me like that, sir? How dare you?
Because your grammar is too perfect. That's how I know
come on.
I thought very good.
Your grammar is too perfect.
I thought
Pat perfect me. Your grammar is perfect.
I thought Pat Morita from Karate Kid. This is the way. Daniel-san. Well, you must blame Riggs Jr. because Riggs Jr. put me up to this, so that's the best I can do.
God damn it, Riggs.
It's Riggs. You blame Riggs. It's him who put me up to it. So.
Oh my God.
Now, do you have any other callers, Scotty? Or brothers? You have any other callers? Or
No, I don't have anybody.
Okay.
So,
well, I think if we put them on a pedestal, and the young fellow in the chat, Ashley.
Yeah.
Look, the thing is, when we're young,
Mm-hmm.
we have that love struck. All men, I think, pretty much most all men have that love struck heart, the heart that can fall in love. I mean, you look at all the poets through the centuries, through the millennia, they're all men. And think of all the poets through the centuries talking about honor. They only they only say honor in regards to men. You'll never hear a woman. You might hear her being discussed as chaste or prudent, but you'll never hear her being talked about as honorable, because men have honor, women just don't. They don't have honor, and they'll leave you on a dime. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry,
and
brother.
and I mean, I had a thought, and now I lost it.
You had a thought. I'm glad you lost that thought. That hello.
Yeah, good one. Good
I
one.
was spending the whole time analyzing like how he was slowly coming into that UK shit. Where you from?
Yeah.
Not matter where I'm from, AD. Doesn't matter where I'm from. This is not important. Well, but I'll do a good one. I'm sure you guys know. AD, you ain't country. And you'll know who that is. I'm sure you know who that is. Indy.
Oh, it's Indy. Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Oh my
Okay.
god. He's
brothers.
they hang out on my shit. So
Okay.
funny guys. I love them. You guys are awesome.
Yeah. Everyone in here is good brothers.
Yeah.
Good. Brotherhood. It's a brotherhood, and that's what it is. And we help these young chaps too. And when I say young, I mean like younger than me, and older than myself as well. So
I'm really glad Ashley actually came in and like spilled this out, because man, hopefully we're gonna save that kid some fucking heartache and some scars and shit like that, and just being able to avoid all that crap.
At 17, you think every woman is like a possible fucking wife, possible, like perfect angel, and you're like, dude, I remember that shit. That was,
dude. It doesn't matter what age. Yeah, it doesn't matter what age they are, dude. They all play that same game, man. They all do.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what country they're from or anything. It is what it is, man. So I'm glad that it's getting to the younger guys. It's getting out there to them. It's really, really, really important. So yeah, man.
When I was 17, I just stood no chance at all at 17.
Yeah.
No chance at all.
I don't think a lot of us did. So
hey, to Ashley, if he's listening, look up. The funniest thing is when you said just then, AD, when I was 17, look up Frank Sinatra when I was 17. He'll like that song. It's a very classic song. Very good song. But we're not just here broken men who have been betrayed or whatever, wherever the circumstances come from. We have a whole huge body of work, of published studies, of creators and all sorts of people, and research and all of that going back vastly for well over 10 years, 15 years, actually even longer than that. But the red pill, the kind of different from the other two groups. We have this whole body. This is not just bitter men telling stories in our group. This is these are facts. These are facts. We know about pair bonding. We know about no hymen, no diamond, which Chronic was. We know about She'll Never Love You at TFM. We know about these things. These things have been documented in peer-reviewed literature in so many cases. We know what all of these brothers have done in our area, this place of ours, and we know about this all. So it's not just a thing. The thing is, we fall in traps. When we're younger. Who said it? I don't know. Someone in the chat before. Hermit said he can. We don't have the ability. I don't have the ability to actually fall in love again. I can practice I can smash and dash, but never fall in love again. And when you're young, you don't know that. When you're young, growing up, you're going through puberty and all that sort of stuff. You don't know that. You think, oh, she'll love me. Well, she won't. I mean, she'll love what you got. The only thing in your genes that she wants in your genes is in the back side of your genes, not the front side, And it's your big, thick wallet. And it's hard, but this is the beginnings of the red pill. So. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's true. And he just said, I am just getting tired of them taking advantage of me. Then it's easier said than done. Then don't let them take advantage of you.
I think that takes time. I think that takes time to get over that, though. Like, what do you think?
What do you mean?
I think like them taking the people is taking advantage of you. It's like maybe I honestly, in the reality of it, man, I think a lot of it is a form of bullying in a sense, but you can't really put it on women because it's just their biology and how they just grow. They just grow into these, ripe bananas, ripe apples, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But it's like, to a man, when a 17-year-old guy sees this woman with shapely legs and breasts and fucking she has on makeup and is wearing perfume, like, you can't fight that shit, dude. You want to fuck that bitch. Like, you want, like, okay, here's the thing. You really want to do some ghetto gaggers facial abuse shit to that bitch. but you be too afraid to do it because you're afraid society's gonna make fun of you. So you take the next best route of, like, just trying to be nice and all that shit to her type of thing.
And like, when we say being nice, like, I don't mean like go around and like punch her in the face just for,
how dare you,
like, speaking out of turn.
Allegedly.
Yeah, like
Allegedly.
not like that, but like just this whole, like, trying to be all sweet and shit like that. Us guys, we are the romantics. We are the original, ultimate, romantics. We just are. Women are not. They'll reciprocate. They'll take it in or whatever. But a woman, they can't. They don't know how. It's not in their DNA.
That's a bad. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I'll go for another beer, buddy.
Yeah. So
no, that's exactly right. That's exactly right, brother Scotty.
Thanks, man. It hurts, and I know it's tough. We've all been there. We've all, I've loved, like, I just poured my heart out to these bitches, and what did they do? They took that shit, and then walked away for some other guy that was treating them like shit. It's what it is, man.
What we're being shown in society, from everywhere, from Disney to politics to everywhere, to everything on you see on the TV, the commercials, you're seeing that there's a possibility that a woman can actually love you in the same way that we can love a woman. This is not the way the world is. Now, you'll hear it from even churches, people who go to church. You'll hear it from pastors.
Yeah.
They'll never love you. This is one of the hard things about the red pill, but there is hope. There's a lot of hope out there, because you can live a good life, and you can just be in a pretend. It's like a pretend state. It's like, and now I know we're on a social platform, public, but you can go and pretend for any young guys out there who have not even maybe experienced the love of a woman. Sorry, I'm laughing. You can go and, if it's legal, you can go to Las Vegas or wherever you are in certain areas, or even off. Just, there are places where you can get there. Now, it sounds horrible, doesn't it? But the fact is that this is a game that's rigged. It was always rigged rigged.
Rigged. Yeah.
Is he typing in? I can't see the typing when I'm here. But the game, it's like going into, and when you push all the fellas, sorry, not you brothers, but anyone who's listening, don't push your chips in, because you only get one shot at this game, and it can end up really badly. I know too many people. That's the only reason I'm here, is because I know too many people who have ended up badly. Too many, all male, one female, but she tried to take it back. The ambulance got there too late. So that's all I'm saying, is that don't push your chips in. Never push your chips into the casino, because that game is rigged. And if you want to bet on a 50, how many is it? 40 plus a 0 on a roulette wheel?
Yeah.
That's your odds. Yeah, those are your odds. Sorry.
No. It's a good way of putting it. It's a good explanation of what the odds are. And oh shit, you good?
You all right? You ain't country.
Huh?
Are you country? You ain't country. You asking? You ain't country.
Oh,
man. Oh my god.
Well, I'm here. What's up?
Yeah. No, I think that's just a good analogy. No, that's really good. You know, to put it in a way that guys can see it, logically think it out. You know, so all right, we got one more person here. It is the Emperor.
Oh no, it's Chris.
It's going to be the Emperor of Canada. Chris Mitchell is
Oh,
in the house.
Good morning, gentlemen. I figured, since how you had Frank on here, you'll take anybody.
I'm not Frank. I'm Hiramito Musashi, aren't I?
Hiramito.
Oh, sorry.
Come on.
The not Frank person. It really sounds like Frank.
Yeah, really.
Good topic today, guys. Good stream.
Thank you. This is one of my longest streams I've ever done, man. This is
really,
2.5 hours.
Yeah, they pussyfoot out like hour into it.
Usually I just keep it around an hour, but
okay.
Yeah, Chris, what did you want to say about the topic, or did you have a question for AD or anything?
No, I mean, I think you guys hit nails on the head here today. As I've stated a few times in the past, you know, they don't love like we do. You know what I mean? Yeah. Maybe they're completely incapable of it, and I'm still looking to do a stream myself, probably a 2-parter on how most women don't love their children at all. They're not capable of it. They're just tools. You know what I mean?
Genuinely. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
I mean, if you take all the women that knowingly put their children's parents or other parent through the family court system and deny them access, knowing that it does harm, which we know for a fact and we've known for decades. You clearly don't love your kid that much. You obviously hate the other person more than you love your child.
That's exactly right.
Exactly. Sorry. I agree. 1,000%. Yeah.
I didn't think
we just got power back and our connection is not great. So
as Emperor, you will change it.
I mean, as Emperor, that's changed first fucking day. We're gonna have a lot of executions going on, guys.
Allegedly, Chris.
Allegedly. But no, it's true. Like, kids love their parents no matter what. You know, even bad parents, kids still love bad parents. We've seen it. And when another parent gets involved to separate them from that loving parent, or even subpar loving parent or good parent, that really shows that you hate the other person more than you love your kid, because you're doing actual harm, long term, possibly permanently, to your child, because you want to be vindictive or spiteful, or just to say that you're right. You know, I was right. Look at him. He's the bad guy. And it is generally women that do that. Men are not excluded altogether, but when the numbers are 96% and it's women that get the 96%, clearly it's not a man problem. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's so low for men to be doing that it's not even worth counting.
But at the same, now, on the other hand, I can understand where the courts can have a point, because the world revolves around money, man. The world revolves around money. So
they're a business.
Yeah. As a woman, because women historically are known, when it came to any torturing practices or how to destroy countries or destroy villages, whatever, it was known to, in any sense, you have to separate women from the men, because if you separate women from the men in their culture, they are going to create submissive offspring to just exploit. They'll just be, pick easy pickings. Like it make, like, women will literally drive back the intelligence of the children. Like there's very little fact to prove that there's even any benefit. Like, let's say, like, you as a father want custody over your kid. There's very few statistics that prove that the baby would be better off than the woman than the man.
No, none. It's all completely reversed. All the stats show that it's a man. Yeah.
So what reasoning do they have for giving the child to the woman? Money. That's the only area money and the ability to raise pretty much just, you know, mindless soldiers for, you know, for the city, state, government, whatever. You put the baby, you put the kid, you give the woman, you put woman as leader. And that's a
But
win-win.
that's not how sorry, I disconnected.
Huh? Go for
That's
it. What's up?
not how it usually was. Traditionally,
Okay.
Before the 60s, it was traditionally that the father got custody and physical placement of the child.
That makes sense.
But then then they turned to an industry. Then they turned it into a multi-layer industry. So where you've got not only the family do federal money extraction by separating men from their children, but their friends in social services, now that they're a new thing, they get to justify their position and extract federal money by adding women and children to their books. And they're the ones that are linked to the family courts, right? Whenever you go through a divorce, if there's any kind of like abuse allegation or anything like that, the courts want the social services involved first and foremost. They get to put people on their books, and once they're on the books, they could give 2 fucks less. That's why there's 9,000 programs for women in the US and 0 for men when it comes to social services. They're supposed to be there for everybody, but they're not.
No.
Right?
Chris would also know in Canada. Remember that guy Silverman, I think his name was, poor chap. We ended up going away, deleting. There's like over 400 plus shelters for women in Canada.
No, there's 963.
Oh shit!
And
how many for men?
0.
How many for men? 0.
This guy, you're right. You're talking about the guy who's been trying for 20 plus years to get men's shelters. Yeah. He was ridiculed and smashed and called every fucking trigger word under the sun until the point where he ended up killing. And here in Canada, we can link over 3,000 suicides a year to family court. A 1-to-1 link. And it's not just like the fathers. A lot of them are the children as well.
That's not nice. Not good.
So clearly it don't fucking work. Do they care? No, because they get funded.
Okay, it doesn't work. And okay, for what's the end goal for it to work?
What's that?
What's the solution?
It depends on what the specific, entities, person, whatever. It depends on what the ultimate goal is. In my opinion, the ultimate goal is money.
Yeah,
that is money.
That is their. Yeah,
as far as like get money out of kind of thing, huh?
Some of us have money, but we don't act like these perverted. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that word. These evil people. We don't act like that. Some of us do have some money.
Okay. No. Okay, yeah. Not who has money, but who will go out and buy everything. In my opinion, it's the women who's going to go out and they're going to be the ones who's going to keep the economy just pumping.
Well, they're the consumers.
Whereas men will learn to hold on to it. What do you guys think?
Well, sorry, Chris. Sorry, Scotty. But they need the money from the man, and if they want equal parity in all the jobs and stuff like that, they're 50-50 stupid human resources departments, then the men can't get jobs. Well, the men will just check out, which is the essence of MGTOW. It's the essence of it. And if they got nothing to feed them, sorry, Chris, go ahead, brother.
No, that's right. Like MGTOW is not. It's not a separate entity. It's the effect of the system that's set up this way. You know what I mean? Like we are not. We're the consequence of the system being set up the way it is, right?
Yeah.
Now, whether or not it's secure, probably not, because I mean, at the same time, they're going to extract their money one way or another until they, no longer become. Until the population goes to 0, like the actual replacement rate is 0. they're going to keep extracting as much money as they can. And that is all these organizations are about. They can say that they're there for the best interest of the children. We all know it's a fucking lie. They can say that they're there to protect women and children. It's a fucking lie. They do not care. They might put family services in their name, but family is the last thing they give two fucks about. It is all about funneling federal money through their fucking organization and getting as many people as they can on the books. We've had people on my show who have pointed it out. Once these kids and these women are on their books, they could give two fucks less.
Agreed.
They don't care. Like we've had a former officer talk about how he went into a fucking a single woman's house, right, who was already on the social services system, and this little baby is in a crib just covered in cockroaches.
Yeah.
They don't give two fucks. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he was part of that system because the police are a tool for them as well. You have the family courts, you have social services, and you have the police system. Now, draw three circles. Where they merge in the middle, it's all about extracting federal money. That is all it is. The more calls they get out, the more people they can arrest, the more fucking women and children they can put on the books, the more fathers they can put on child support. It all funnels money from the federal government to them.
Yeah.
And it justifies their position, right? This whole system, if you get involved with it, you are fucked. Yeah. Let's face it, guys. The numbers don't lie. These, I believe, was 2000. Yeah, I think it was 21. The new numbers came out in 21 for the U.S. on how many fathers have access to their children. It was 83% before that. Now it's 97% of fathers have little to no access to their children.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Right. So the numbers are so fucking high that you might as well exclude the other side, right? Think of it as like rabies. Once rabies is active in the body, right, you have such a low chance of survival rate that they don't even fucking count it. They list rabies as a 100% kill rate. Because your chances of surviving is so low, it's not even fucking worth mentioning.
Don't even document it.
Yeah, it's not worth mentioning, right? Like they have 10 people in recorded history that survived full-blown rabies.
But they ain't country. They ain't country, Chris. They ain't country.
That's what. No, but that's why if you get bit by an animal, the first thing they do is give you a rabies shot, right?
Yeah.
Because it takes 6 to 8 weeks to go from a dormant state to an active state. Once it's active, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Survival rate is so low, you're fucked. Family courts are no different. You get involved with family courts as a man, your numbers are so low, you're just fucked.
And like that, the point you said, someone said earlier about, like, you know, these women obviously don't love their children. Otherwise they wouldn't do this shit. And it's all about the money and how I'm going to be taken care of. I'm going to use this little human to take care of me.
Yeah, they are used as shields and as swords against the fathers, and the government is backing it up with financial incentives.
Yeah,
just like with the C-19. Now everybody stopped dying of everything else because the hospitals were getting more money for listing them as dying from C-19.
Dude, right. I go into that on my channel. That and the Ukraine shit going on right now.
Oh yeah.
If you told Sumami, you might be able to elaborate on that, because I talk about it on my chat all the time.
We've got to be careful now. We must be careful because we don't want,
Well, drop your link again, brother.
Oh, I'll get it.
Yeah, can you do that for me, Scotty? Because
I got AD now. Yeah, I got AD.
I'm gonna link AD's channel again. 1 second, guys. Let's throw it in there.
But yeah, no,
Zuki, look at that. What the fuck? Hey, AD.
What's up?
Here we go.
When you speak to the people on the inside of the system, you realize real quick that this isn't about anyone's best interest but their own. It's about their financial incentives, and that's it. what they do to children, you know, what they do to
It's
fathers.
terrible. It's disgusting.
It's literally like it's federally backed genocide. You can't list it as anything else but federally backed genocide.
Chris, I think you did a stream. Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, go for it. What's up?
Sorry. I think, Chris, you did a stream about those. You saw the back part of it and you didn't do it on the stream, but you showed that girl who had a mastectomy. Remember that? Is that your stream, brother? And the transforming, transforming.
Yeah.
What about her? Which one?
I'm not sure, bro. It was the one you had the cards in there. You had the cards and what? Sure, it was the same stream, but I'm always drunk, so that's all right.
Oh, we got to make AD a card, dude.
Yeah, you guys are always way too drunk
right now.
I didn't even have my first cigarette gone, and Hamster was already talking about fucking, cornflakes coming in a beer can, and AD got on here, and first thing he cracked open, it's like, Jesus Christ, guys, I'm still blinking the sleep out of my eyes.
Yeah, man, I tell you what, man, we got an excuse. It's like, so in Czech Republic it's 9:42. So in the UK, I'm assuming you in the UK, man. It was about 8:42 there, right?
I'm in Canada.
Yo, but he let me to Musashi.
Oh yeah. No, New Zealand, brother. New Zealand.
He's in New Zealand, yeah.
Oh, New Zealand. So what's 4 a.m. there? What time is it there? It's like
7:50, 7:42. Yeah, 7:42.
Oh,
tomorrow.
Wow.
Okay.
It's tomorrow.
See, I love this, guys. I just want to point this out real quick. I'm in the U.S. Chris is in Canada. Hiramito is in New Zealand, and you are in Prague, right?
Prague, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Czech Republic. That's crazy. Isn't this? I love this, that it's getting out to the entire world. Doesn't matter where you are.
Yeah.
This message is getting out, and I love it.
We got Singletown Bachelor, who's in fucking Denmark, right?
Denmark, yeah.
And although they're like probably still about 20 years behind, he sees that wave coming in his politics.
Oh, it's coming.
They are starting to run the whole feminazi fucking regime in his in his government, right?
No.
But it's not quite as bad there yet. They still mostly have joint custody of kids, but that's fucking on a steady decline.
Wow.
Ribby the party frog, I don't know if you guys know him, but he's got well over 100 now subscribers. He's a threat. When I say threat, that's all right. It's an appropriate word.
Yeah.
And I've seen this thing grow since the old days, Barbarossa and Stardust and all of them. So we are going real quick. And I said this the other night too, that the bigger we get, the more of a problem we become, because people are backing out. They're checking out. They're saying, look, I can live on whatever it is, 30, 40K a year. I can do this, easily. I don't need it. And if I'm earning 250K a year and I have a wife in tow who's 85%, I think, AD, what you were saying, I think it's 85% of the consumers, I think, in America at least.
Well, I would say that men are more like, it used to be anyway, men are more big ticket items. Like we'll buy the $10,000 fucking ATV, but they do more micro transactions, and those add up way faster.
Yeah, real fucking fast.
Yeah, you might spend that 10 grand on an ATV once every 3 years, but they're going to spend $100 on a fucking pair of shoes 19 times that year.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Hey,
shoes. Oh my god, shoes.
Hey, AD, right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the math. Yes, that's
one of AD's things.
Yeah.
DUDAMAF.
I used to scream, my channel's fucking.
Yeah,
we love your channel, man.
doing the math. When you do the math on all this stuff, you start to realize that this isn't about fucking anybody's well-being. This is about them extracting fucking money.
Well, it's about money. Yeah, because the here's the thing, man. Like anybody who can connect the dots on anything that has to do with okay, every time you go into any mall, any store, I've showed my girl this shit, so now she sees it. Whenever you walk into any mall, the women's and children's departments are always 4 times bigger than the men.
Yeah.
Always.
We get a rack in an aisle. They get aisles.
The fucking basement on top of that. Yeah, we in the fucking basement with one rack. Yeah, I'll pick from. Get a shirt.
Over there by the bathroom is that men's rack right there.
Yeah. Oh, over in the
we all wear the same 10 shirts and the same 10 different styles of jeans and pants. Yeah, we're good.
Even the amount of stores that when you walk into a big mall, which say has like 50 stores in it, the amount of them, 45 of them will cater to women, and you might get a Repco or a man's like fishing and hunting, whatever, over in one place. So that's it. You know, they cater to what they know, but this is the thing: their base is going because we are the base. We created this whole all the societies, and when we go, they're fired. They're fired.
No, when we separate ourselves from this financial fucking usury that you get put through, they're fucked.
You're
right?
Canadian,
like, dude. I seen an article yesterday where they actually put it on the fucking news that the OnlyFans girls are now suffering the financial fucking burden of the inflation. So once again, women most affected, right?
Yeah.
Because the OnlyFans girls, I'm only getting half of my fucking whales and shit like that. It's like, dude, they don't even fucking try to hide it. You know what I mean? Like,
no.
If I was trying to use somebody without them knowing, it would be more effective than if they know. But apparently, they don't even care. Yeah. It's still so effective. They just don't care. You're a fucking whale. You're a simp. You're a fucking paycheck. Give me my money, bitch.
Yep. Hey, AD,
real,
you got a question?
No, I've never been. I was in Edinburgh, but I've never been to England. Actually, thanks for asking.
Yeah.
Well, if anybody wants to send me to Ireland for a vacation, you can donate through my OnlyFans, which is where I put Scotty's feet pics.
You don't listen. Did you hijack some, or did you rip them from the stream where I stepped on the?
Yeah, I took some of those. Plus, I just stole some off of the internet and just like pasted your face on it.
Jesus Christ!
Very efficient.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I couldn't wait for him anymore, man. Like he's slow as fuck getting me this stuff.
I do what I want to do. All right.
Yeah.
You can't make me do it. I wanted to go back to this, what Tio said real quick, because I'm not a religious guy, and someone said this on their stream the other day, and it was a damn good point. And it was something along the lines of like, you know, God made woman from Adam's rib, right? Or Eve from, like, he was asleep, he was chilling, and he took a rib from Adam and made Eve, right? And someone pointed out that, like, you know, I guess Adam was lonely or whatever, but like Adam never was like, God, I need some tail. Like, God, I need some fucking poon.
So what you're saying is Adam is the first rape victim.
Well, that's true.
By God, no, but it's just, the point is like, you know, somehow in there, by women being created, it like fucked with us because we were never poon hounds in the beginning. And something about that making Eve turned us into that. And I don't know. And like I said, I'm not religious, so I don't believe any of that, but I just thought it was interesting. So sorry, what were we gonna say?
Sorry. But Scotty, when you think about it, if Adam was created with his dingle danglies bits, you know, his bits between his thing, which is able to produce sperm,
right?
I've thought about these things a lot. So he was already created with that stuff, the dingly dangly bits, with the ability to produce. And I think that it says they couldn't find a mate, and so God put him to sleep, and then out come the bitch. And she was a bitch because she didn't want Adam, just like the young fella Ashley, and got to be careful. You got to realize they will never love you. Like Turd Flinging did his seminal work on it. Seminal, that's almost a faux pas there. But so it came out, and she didn't want him, but she wanted the Nakash, and she wanted to be God. That's what it seems to basically say. Like we think it's a snake. There are 3 different Hebrew words for that. That the word Nakash has 3 different words. It has an adjective, a noun, and a verb, I think, or adverb. And one of them means the shining one. The shining one is basically, if you work it out, you hundreds of years after that, it's an angel of light, but it's a bad one, one of the bad ones, and that's who came to her, and she saw the things that the fruit was going to do. And it's odd that he didn't approach Adam in the garden. He didn't approach any of the animals. He didn't approach any of the magisteria in the supernatural realm, and he didn't approach rocks, which is nature, like trees and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So he approached the woman, the weakest link. And that's what they're doing today. They approach the woman. They want your votes. They want your money. They want you to spend the money.
Yeah.
Sorry, AD. Go ahead, AD.
I agree with you. Because the woman is where they're going to get all the resources out. Yeah. What to use for other things, of course. Yeah. And I agree. I'm with you 1,000%.
Yeah.
All religions depict women as the origin of evil. It's hilarious.
Allegedly. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, ain't country though.
Bitches ain't country.
Bitches
God damn. Okay, guys. Well, it's been almost 3 hours, so I'm going to wrap it up.
Cool.
Yeah, I really appreciate everyone coming in. This has been one of my longest streams with probably the most viewers at one time.
Nice.
So I really appreciate it. Yeah. AD, thank you again so much. Really appreciate it.
Yeah. Hey, we should do it like I mean, if it works in your schedule, we do it like every Sunday, every other Sunday type of thing.
Yeah.
I have fun. I liked it.
Cool. Yeah. It's always a good time talking with AD and everyone else too, obviously. So I appreciate you all. I really do. Thank you so much. So any last words, anybody? Do you want to pimp anything? I know Chris has got his OnlyFans. And
yeah, we got OnlyFans, Only Holes,
right. Butthole Nation.
The Empire of Freedom. You guys want to donate, that's great too. Or if you want to just stop by, AD, you're more than welcome to come on anytime. I probably will do a stream tonight just because that's what I do. So
thank you, Javi.
Yeah, the only whole nation. We gotta stick together. And
Ashley is asking.
Great stream, Scotty. Great.
Thank
stream.
you.
AD,
Austria, what's?
I know Hashimoto, whatever I've called myself. Frank is good enough. Francis or Frankie.
I don't know how to put my contact in, man. I don't know.
But go ahead.
I don't know. I'm lost.
Ashley, if you go up in the chat, I put AD's page, and he has his email address on there. So let me show where you can find it. I'm going to share here, add a stream. If you go to this is his page. Go to About, View Email Address. Click that right there, and you can email him. So, is that cool? That cool, lady?
Yeah. It's for I'm good with all of it, man.
Cool.
Yeah.
So just go there, click it, and it should show it. You have to do a little "I'm not a robot" thing, but yeah, you get the idea.
Yeah, it's Austria Dick 69. It was just a quick joke I made on the channel. It's Austria Dick 69 at.
Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. Hey, I don't want to hold you because it's going on 10 p.m. here. So it was like three there, about 4,
1.
2.
It's 1 on Pacific time. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm from Eastern Standard. I'm from Ohio, man. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
Take care, brother.
Yeah. Anything else from anybody?
I Sorry,
What?
I only came on here because I was going to do some farts for Riggs. But if you blame Riggs, the only reason I came was do some farts for Riggs.
God damn it, Riggs.
Oh,
I
Nick.
know. How dare he? What a horrible human being.
We love you, Riggs. Okay.
Take care, brothers. Thank you,
All right.
Scotty. Thank you.
All right, take care,
Hey,
everybody.
have a good
Chris.
man. Have a good
Take care, brothers.
Later.
Always a good time, brothers.
Hell yeah.